the regular season did the Airhogs 2 years ago, the year that Winnipeg lost in the fifth and deciding game to St. Paul. So we'll watch this week with interest to see how the playoffs unfold. I don't know. I think that the Gary Fargo series is probably going to go 5. I could see that. And I could see it going 4 or 5 between Grand Prairie and Wichita. I would say this, that I probably would take Wichita in probably 4 if you really kind of put the screws to me to say, well, who do you like? Only from the standpoint that they are the best team far and away this year. They didn't have many weeks where they scuffled at all, or many back-to-back games or series, for that matter, where they scuffled. I know they lost 2 or 3 here in Winnipeg at one point, but the Goldeyes never won or never led in any inning in that series. They had 2 walk-off come from behind, bottom of the 9th wins against Wichita. Well, that'll do it for our Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right of the ballpark for the final time in 2013. My thanks to the sponsors within the pregame show: Winnipeg Insurance, Archangel Fireworks, Cal Tire, and Assiniboia Downs. We'll take a timeout for the anthems when we come back. Starting lineups, first pitch. Game number 100 is upon us after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Team's playing great.
Yeah, we're up by 2.
Big deal. I've got a 7,000-point lead.
What?
You haven't heard? I've had a fantastic season at Husky Stations this year. It's free to join, and it's easy. All you have to do is swipe, earn, and redeem to get great My Husky rewards like free gas and car washes.
My Husky Rewards. Visit your local Husky to get a card and start earning today. For more information, visit myhuskyrewards.ca.
I've still got a 6,999-point lead on them.
Swung on high, and deep it goes to left. Way back. Goal!
Get your Goldeyes tickets before they're gone and catch the Goldeyes live at beautiful Shaw Park. Tickets for individual games, group outings, and Sky Suites are on sale now. Come celebrate with us.
Oh, my! In downtown!
To learn more about the Goldeyes' exciting promotional schedule for the Goldeyes 20th season, visit goldeyes.com.
This summer, Boston Pizza has introduced new meteor, fall off the bone ribs, baked in one of 6 tasty rib sauces, like Jack Daniel's barbecue, honey garlic, and our new Pizza Q. So come on down to your local Boston Pizza. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring every ribneck you know, because these damn there ribs are goody. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbing, you ain't living. Woo-wee!
Why drive to the border to pick up your parcels? Finally, there's a solution. A.D. Rutherford International's cross-border services. U.S. shipping address, customs clearance, and daily deliveries to and from North Dakota. Besides assisting commercial importers, they help individual buyers as well. Their competitive rates make your importing experience seamless, stress-free, and convenient. A.D. Rutherford International. Cleared and simple. Visit adrutherford.com or call 204-633-7207.
Your Fueler's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. GSN 1290. GSN1290.ca.
Goldeyes in white tops, white pants, red socks, red caps, red sleeves. And the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks in a black top, gray pant with red pinstriping on that gray pant. Black Sox caps here tonight. Starting lineups are brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park coming up next season, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. So Matt Rush will make his team record 23rd start of the year. And Matt on the year, 7-4 with a 4.16 ERA. I'm sure he would like to have a real nice night and get that ERA just under 4. You know, 3.98 looks a lot better than 4.01, or where it is today at 4.16. He'll face a lineup that looks like this for Fargo. Zach Benpray is to lead it off, and he'll be at short. Nick Jackson will be back in center, as he was the DH yesterday, and he'll bat second. C.J. Rutherford hits third. He's at second. The designated hitter for Doug Simonuk tonight is Tim Alberts. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Keith Brackhold will bat fifth. He's at third. Jose Hernandez out in left, and he will bat sixth. The bottom three for the 62 and 36 RedHawks. Buddy Sosnowski out in right, batting seventh. Todd Jennings hitting eighth and playing at third base tonight. And Clint Orso will catch and bat ninth. No Jeremiah Pepcorn, no Ronnie Berkwin. Berkwin and his wife are expecting a baby. And I'm not sure if Pepcorn has gone back home to Brainerd to get ready for school tomorrow or if he's on the bench tonight. We'll try to keep our eye out for Jeremiah Pepcorn on that bench. And if he's not there, then you know he went back to Brainerd, Minnesota to take up his full-time job until the playoffs start Wednesday night in Fargo for the RedHawks against Gary. So here's Penn Praise. He'll stand in for the right-hand side. Ready to go here tonight. And Matt Rush will look in, and he will rock, kick, and fire. And the first pitch is on the inside edge for a strike with a fastball, and we're underway tonight at 7:07. 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. And it's strike one to Zach Penn Praise. And the 0-1 pitch is a slider that's just outside, 1-1. Our opening pitch tonight brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today, 888-233-6730, the 1-1. Fastball swung on and fouled away right side. My thanks, of course, to Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, our starting lineup sponsor, and the Greenwood Inn on opening pitch. 1-2 to Penn Praise, who's 1 for 6 with a walk in the series. Shadows are over home plate, over the mound, in fact, over the entire infield. 1-2 is just a little bit low. 2-2. Our home plate umpire is Pat McLaughlin. He calls the balls and strikes for the third time on this homestand. Darius Gawney over at first, and Sean Hicks is at third. And we've had those gentlemen for the entire 7 games. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled away right side. And that might get down into section T. Or stopped a little short of there and got down to section S. Obviously, we have a sellout here tonight because people are on the grass berm. And they do not sell a ticket, or at least a spot on the grass berm, until all the seats are sold. 2-2 to Penn Praise. McLaughlin. And the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He blew a fastball right by him. And Penn Praise down on strikes. And that first strikeout for Matt Rush brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity, folks. 1 strike, and you're out. Our thanks to Manitoba Hydro as well. They've been around sponsoring the first strikeout for many years as well. Again, our home plate umpire is Pat McLaughlin. Darius Gawney at first, and Sean Hicks, our umpire, at third tonight. Here's Nick Jackson, stands in from the left-hand side. 1 strip of sunlight here at the ballpark tonight as we start. First pitch is outside, ball 1, and that's in center field, where Tyler Graham is standing. Everywhere else is shaded. Luis Allen back catching, had the day off yesterday. Casey Arthur is over at first. Amos Ramon at second as we look at the Goldeyes defensive alignment. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled back. Steady diet of fastballs here, and that was 90 miles an hour on the gun. And the count 1-1 to Nick Jackson. And then Kevin Mesquite at short. Sharonald DeCaster is at third. Ryan Skoma, Tyler Graham, and Phelan Lentini is left to right in the outfield. Josh Mazzola has the night off. 1-1. Swung on and fouled away left side, 1-2. Mazzola has played in all 99 games this year. Gets the night off here tonight. He seemed okay with it. He has been bothered by that shoulder problem. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Although I get the feeling he might factor in a little bit later at some point tonight to say he played in all 100. I think Rick Forney was just kind of fooling around with him. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another fastball, and Nick Jackson down on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts for Matt Rush. And there's 2 away for C.J. Rutherford. Again, defensively for Winnipeg, Allen is catching Arthur at first, Ramon at second, Mesquite at short, DeCaster at third, Skoma, Graham, and Lentini left to right in the outfield. And C.J. Rutherford, the batter. And CJ 1 for 7 in the series. And batting .294. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Actually, he's hitting .267. The guy after him is hitting .294, and Tim Albert's the pitch. Swing and a miss, good slider, and it's 1-1. Rutherford, .267 average, 8 homers, 64 driven in. He has not been here all year. This is game 82. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 2 away. And rushing to the full wide, the pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rutherford 0 for 3 with a walk yesterday. He's 1 for 7 with 2 strikeouts in the series. And the 2-1 pitch is low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Great crowd here tonight. There's a lot of people in the ballpark. There are a few no-shows. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back to the screen. Grade 2. Rutherford batting third, playing second base. It was interesting that Rick Forney would single out Zach Penpraise and said, if Penpraise gets on base, Fargo's got a far better chance of winning and beating Gary than if he doesn't. 3-2 is a little bit low, ball 4. And he did come out and say that Penpraise has had a bit of an off year offensively. Yeah, 256, 3 homers, 36 driven in. But, you know, still, Penpraise, 40 of 42 on the base paths. He only got caught twice all year, 40 steals. But I would concur with Rick that when you looked at Fargo last year win a North Division title, it was Penpraise that every time they played the Goldeyes, he was so hard to get out. And yet he, not only alone, but I didn't think that he had a great playoff against Winnipeg. Nobody from Fargo did. And as a result, they got bounced 3 straight. As Tim Albert steps in from the right side, first pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So while Rick singles out Penpraise, I think it's only because Rick knows what kind of player Zach Penpraise can be, how good he is, how Rick considered him to be the MVP of the league last year when Nick Jackson was selected, and the importance of him getting on for Fargo and their offense. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 on the outside edge. And you know what? I think that a guy like Zach Penpraise can all of a sudden flick it on for 5 games or less. 0-2. I'll say this, I'll agree with Rick. And if you see that Fargo's winning the series, the 0-2 is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes with that fastball. Or winning a game, winning a couple of games and then the series, look at the box score and find out what Penpraise did that day. And I guess the 2 will be congruent. There'll be a symbiotic relationship there for sure. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Tim Albert's down on strikes. How about that? Matt Rush strikes out the side here in the top of the first. And that's it for Fargo. Zeros across the board for them. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. They come away empty. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return to downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feasby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 6th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in Winnipeg for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, home of your Winnipeg Goldeyes, will host the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run, or to make a donation, go online to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in on Sunday, October 6th at Shaw Park.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. And Tyler Graham to lead it off, followed by Amos Ramon, Sherrell DeCaster, Ryan Scoma. The DH is Ray tonight. Ray Sadler. And then Casey Harther, Luis Allen, Phelan Lantini, Kevin Mesquite. 1 through 9. Ethan Opsel gets the start for Fargo. On what we'll call a sunny evening in Winnipeg, although the sun is not much of a factor except for a bit of a blob in center field. I don't even know what kind of shape you would call that. It's a blob. A blob of sunshine. Here's Tyler Graham. First pitch from the lefty Opsel is outside, ball 1, and the bottom of the first is underway. No score. It is sunny in the city. We're at 22 degrees Celsius, 71 Fahrenheit. It's going to get warmer as the week goes along, though. The 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. 40% humidity, and it's a little breezy. It is south, 22 gusting to 33 kilometers per hour. The 2-0 pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, 2-1. That means it's blowing from right to left, a pretty stiff breeze here tonight. Sunny, 22 or 71 in the big city. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the net. And we do it again, 2-2. And breezy out of the south, 22 gusting to 33 from right to left. Defensively here for the RedHawks tonight, Clint Orso is doing the catching. We saw him come in relief of Todd Jennings on Saturday night. The pitch is high, 3-2. And he did that defensive relief. He did not get an at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Tyler Graham. The pitch is outside, ball 4. He draws a walk. And Amos Ramon, the batter. And then Keith Brackhold at first. C.J. Rutherford is at second. Zach Penpray is at short. Todd Jennings at third. And then Jose Hernandez, who had a good night or a good day yesterday with a couple of hits. Nick Jackson and Buddy Sosnowski. That's the lineup for the RedHawks tonight. Orso catching. Brackhold at first. Rutherford at second. Penpray's at short. Jennings at third. First time I think I've seen Todd Jennings at third base in the 3 years he's been with the RedHawks. And then Hernandez, Jackson, and Sosnowski. Breaking ball is there for a strike. To start off, Ramon at 0-1. Hernandez, Jackson, and Sosnowski left to right in the field. Well, it is the last game of the year, and it is usually the time when we take an inning to thank various people or groups. So we're going to do that as we go along. Inning 1 through 9. Pitches outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Amos is 6 for 17 on the homestand, batting .269. 1-1. Change up is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. To my family, first and foremost, I would like to thank my folks, my in-laws, my wife, and my kids. 2 balls and 1 strike to Amos Ramon. 8 homers, 51 driven in. No score in the game. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Good hack by Amos right there. And it's 2-2. You know, my wife for being saddled for 4 months without a husband. The kids for having dad sort of around but not really around for 4 months. My folks and my in-laws for helping out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside, 3-2. It was with a little bit of sadness that you come in today to the game. But at the same time, knowing that the team is out, you know that you're going to get a little bit more time at home. So that is sort of bittersweet, sad but exciting. Pitch is swung on and missed. Runner on the move. Throw down to second is in time. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. And Amos will go down swinging. Opsel will have his first strikeout. And the caught stealing will go 2-6. Good throw by Orso. And there's 2 away for Sherundle DeCaster. And DeCaster will stand in from the right-hand side. So thanks to my family. And the pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. DeCaster batting .244. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Good off-speed pitch there by Ethan Opsel from Twin Valley, Minnesota. DeCaster 1 for 8 in this series and 6 for 23 on the homestand. Pitch is high, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is swung on and lined out to first, caught with a backhand going toward the line by Brackold. And the inning comes to an end. So the Goldeyes essentially go 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the second. We're scoreless through 1. You're listening to the Goldeyes' last game of 2013. Game number 100 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Cambrian Credit Union members will never say things like,
I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Of course I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and hassle-free services, our members know we have their best interest at heart. Save more of your money with refunded service fees from the Unfeed and Cambrian Credit Union. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations to make your dreams come true.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of 2. Keith Brackold to lead it off, followed by Jose Hernandez and Buddy Sosnowski against Matt Rush. Brackold, 2 for 7 in the series. Left-handed swinging first baseman, batting 5th in the order. Great crowd here tonight, over 7,000. No score in the game. The lights are on, but quite a bit of daylight left, I would think. Pitch is outside, ball 1. I would say probably we're at least an hour to 90 minutes. I would say closer to 90 minutes of daylight left. 1 ball, no strikes to Brackold, hitting .282 the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Just nobody catching up to that fastball right now from Fargo. Brackold, 12 homers, 60 driven in. He was teammates with Ryan Skoma in Rockland last year. And the 1-1. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. 1-2. Well, I know that it's over here tonight, but please think about getting your name in for next year. Because if I know Scott Nealis, he's a creature of habit, and he'll have the home run inning back on the radio again next year. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch is swung on and fouled back. We're in the top of the second. That means the Home Run Sports home run inning. And we invite you to drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard, Bishop Grandin. Enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. The 1-2 to Brackold. Slider swung on, bounce back up the middle. To his right is Amos, and he dives and can't come up with it. It goes back through the box for a solid single for Keith Brackhold. And a leadoff variety, the first hit for Fargo tonight. So, if a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. But you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner, because you won't hear it anywhere else. And afterward, if you do or a friend tells you, contact Home Run Sports within 30 days and you can claim your prize. You can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. Here's Jose Hernandez. From the stretch, first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. No home runs for any Goldeyes yesterday afternoon, so no winners here tonight. To conclude our Home Run Sports home run inning for 2013. Brought to you by Home Run Sports. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. But they'll accept names right through the offseason here as well. 0-1 is a fastball wide, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jose Hernandez batting .263, 7 homers and 36 driven in. 1 ball, 1 strike. No score. We're in the top of the second. This is the only game under the lights in the league tonight. Pitches low and inside, 2-1. Every other game, with the exception of the postponement, because it was supposed to be a matinee today as well in Quebec, was an afternoon start. Two balls and 1 strike. Runner at first in Brackhold. The pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side. And that will get into the seats. Nice catch by a fan with a glove. Oh, how you doing? Nice way to end the season. And the count 2-2 to Jose Hernandez. And Matt Rush will come set. And the pitch. Swung on, lined right back up the middle for a base hit. And Jose Hernandez has his 3rd hit in the series in 8 trips. Back-to-back singles here to start the second. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter.
The right fielder, number 17, Buddy Sosnowski.
And Sosnowski will step in from the left-hand side. And Sosnowski, 1 for 7 in the series. And see what Fargo does here, whether they maybe lay down a bunt or swing away with Sosnowski, who's hitting .247, 8 homers, and 37 driven in. Left-handed bat. Rush comes set, checks Brackhold at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that fastball blew it right by. And it's 0-1. Another thank you here for inning number 2. I'd like to thank General Manager Andrew Collier. Absolutely fantastic guy to work for. Pretty much leaves me alone, and that's all you can ask for as well. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1, because I subscribe to the mantra, manage yourself so others don't have to. I guess we're both doing a pretty good job. He gives me the rope. I've never choked myself just yet. So thanks to Andrew. And I want to say this too. He spends a lot of hours here. Off season, 1-1. Swung on and popped up, but it's going to tail into where the seats down the left field line. In terms of raw hours, overall, 12 months a year, I don't know who puts in more than Andrew Collier. The leadership he provides, second to none. And he makes a work environment a fun place to come to. Look at, the testament is this. Look at the people that have been here for 10, 12, 19 years. 1-2, swing and a miss, and Sosnowski down on strikes. Fourth strikeout for Matt Rush here tonight. Here's Todd Jennings. If it's not a good place to work, people aren't hanging around for a decade. I can tell you that. They're not hanging around for 2 or 3 seasons. Never mind some of the long toothers, including myself, that we have kicking around here. Here's Todd Jennings. 0 for 5 in the series. Drove in the game-winning run yesterday with an RBI on a sac fly. First pitch is high, ball 1. And the last thing I would say is that I would not want his job for $1 million on the nights when we have rain in the forecast, rain coming in, or it is raining. The 1-0 is inside 2-0, because whatever decision that you make, whether we're going to play, we're going to tarp, we're going to suspend, we're going to postpone, somebody's not happy with it. So my thanks to General Manager Andrew Collier. 2 balls and no strikes to Todd Jennings. 2 on and 1 out. No score, the pitch. Swung on, and that is softly moved out towards second. Caught by Ramon. He looked to double off Brackhold at second, who got back in time. Just a little too much hang time on that soft little liner off the bat of Jennings. And there's 2 away. And Clint Orso, the batter, who's hitting 176. And Orso stands in from the right side. And Rush will come set. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Nothing and 1 to Clint Orso, who came in defensively on Saturday night. This is start number 12 for him this year, and game number 26 that he's appeared in. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Those are Jordan Guida type numbers. But you need this guy around. You need an Orso and a Guida around. You just do. And they're better when, and I don't know Clint Orso, but I know Jordan Guida, and he's been great at the role, and he's been a great kid. Rick even said that on his show yesterday. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. That's a good, tight slider to go along with that fastball tonight. That's 1-2 to Clint Orso. One ball, 2 strikes. Orso, a home run and 3 driven in this year. Right-handed batter. Rush looking to get out of a jam that started with back-to-back singles. 1-2 pitch is just inside, and Luis Allen was stepping toward the dugout and didn't get it from home plate umpire Pat McLaughlin. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Orso stands back in. And if I'm Matt Rush, I'm throwing that same pitch. 2-2. Fastball right there for a called third strike. How about a mitt full of strikeouts in an inning and a half here for Matt Rush? And he gets Clint Orso looking and gets out of that jam. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Play trivia. We're scoreless after an inning and a half on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
When you finally decide on the perfect paint color, the last thing you want is someone inexperienced painting in your house. Trust the experts. Trust Cachet Painting. For over 28 years, they've perfected their craft right here in Winnipeg. No job is too small or big. Interior or exterior. Primers, sealers, and finishes. Even stucco coating and painting. Cachet Painting excels at it all. Call 204-297-9000 now. Cachet Painting, a sign of superior quality.
If you love East Indian food and want to introduce your friends to it, bring them to the Clay Oven. They have the best butter chicken in town. Plus, the new Hakka menu features Indian Chinese fusion. First-timers will love exploring the flavors of our tally platters. Another fresh batch of naan bread is coming out of the oven right now. The Clay Oven with 3 locations, including the brand new restaurant open year-round in the ballpark. Reserve your dinner party or game day seat on the patio at clayoven.ca.
Bottom of 2, we welcome you back after an inning and a half. No score. Ryan Skoma, Ray Sadler, the DH, Casey Harther. And it's hitters 4, 5, and 6. For Winnipeg to face Ethan Opsel. As we have a look at trivia here at the bottom of 2. We invite you to play for the final time here this season. And the first pitch, right down the middle for a strike. Lefty here. Fargo has the only 2 hits on the board. A pair of singles. Great crowd here tonight. I was told that we would be in around 73 pitches outside 1-1, and that was dependent on walk-up. Well, I would think that everything's sold here tonight. We might even be over 73. There's people on the grass berm. 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. You know, I think if there was maybe one opportunity to do one thing different here is they might have built a little bit more berm space. The pitch is in there for a strike, 2-2. That's not a criticism. It's just kind of looking back, because it's so easy to look at it now and go, well, why did they do this? And why did they do that, right? You know, I mean, everybody's always got the answers. It's the solution you need, the 2-2. Swung on, and that is hit out toward first, knocked down by Brackhold, still stumbling with it. Now he found it by his feet and has to flip to Opsel, the pitcher covering. Well, he had 2 cracks at it, knocked it down, found it, and then couldn't find the handle on it to pick it up, and then finally did the 3rd time and flipped to Ethan Opsel for out number 1. The problem is I don't know where you would put the grass berm. You can't really build a concourse because you run into Waterfront Avenue. That'd be a concourse in behind the outfield fencing. And then the right field fencing, after it does widen out where you get a little bit more space between the ballpark compound and Waterfront, you have the picnic park out there.
Yeah, I could have gone one place.
And Ray Sadler will take outside, ball 1. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. There are some ballparks across the league that have some very good berm area. That's Lincoln being one of them for sure. One pitch is outside, 2-1.
The refreshing beverage.
Grand Prairie has not a berm, but they've got sort of a, kind of like Schaumburg had, they've got a seating section in the outfield. Pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Just trying to think here. El Paso, no. Laredo did. Laredo had some pitches swung on and popped up. Left field. Drifting back is Penpraise, and the shortstop will make the backhanded catch. A little precarious there, but he made the catch in front of Jose Hernandez. Anyway, there's people on the grass berm tonight, and that's good to see. Here's Casey Arthur. Let's get to trivia. Trivia contest question brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. Contest is open to those that haven't won in the last 30 days. The prize is a Goldeye travel mug, and you'll be automatically entered to win the grand prize of a weekend stay coming up in the next couple of weeks. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Number to call, 204-780-1290 if you think you know the answer. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harther. Down the pitch. Swung on and popped up down the right field line. Brackhold is there. Foul territory, way behind the bag at first. He'll make the catch. And we are done in the bottom of the second. We'll carry the question over to the top of the third. We'll do that right after these. No score on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Midtown Car Wash cleans your car inside and out and leaves your car sparkling. Their fresh water, quality products, and modern equipment provide customers the very best in auto cleaning, inside and out. For over 50 years, Midtown Car Wash has been dedicated to providing the best full-service vehicle cleaning by our friendly, experienced staff. For the very best in auto cleaning, visit Midtown Car Wash, 344 Gertrude Street at Donald.
Grand Slam Goldeyes coverage with Paul Edmonds. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Top of the third inning, no score. Top of the order for Fargo, Penpraise, Jackson, and Rutherford. 1, 2, and 3. And let's get to that trivia contest question. We gave you all the parameters. Of course, open to those that haven't won in the last 30. Goldeyes travel mug is up for grabs. And you can have a chance to win the grand prize of a weekend stay. And we'll draw that in a couple of weeks. And then contact the winner. And the number to call, 204-780-1290. They were waiting for Luis Allen to get his equipment on, as he was on the on-deck circle when Casey Harther popped out in foul territory. So then Luis has to go back in and strap the tools of ignorance back on. It'd be interesting to know how many times per game Luis would take the equipment off and put it back on. I'm sure there's varying times where it would be more and less. I mean, if you're blowing out a team and you're batting around and you're batting in the first 3 innings or 3 or 4 innings consecutively, well, he'd be taking it off more because he would have to hit. If a guy's absolutely dealing, of course, you might not have to take it off for 2 innings, right? Until your spot in the batting order comes up. Here's Penpraise. Stands in from the right side. He's swung and missed at strike 3 and struck out in inning number 1. 1 of 5 strikeouts here for Rush. Pitch is swung on and bounced down the third base line by a diving DeCaster. And down the left field line, Penpraise hustling for second. Here comes the throw, and it's offline from Ryan Scova towards second base, and that's a double for Zach Penpraise. So sitting on fastball, and he got sent fastball and has the first extra base hit of the night. And here's Nick Jackson. So 204-780-1290 if you think you know the answer tonight. And here's the question. Which member of the Goldeyes pitching staff won the pitcher's home run hitting contest earlier today? It's a complete guess question. So if you haven't won all year or ever, pick up the phone and guess. Pitch is swung on and missed. Good change up there. 0-1 to Nick Jackson. Which member of the Goldeyes pitching staff won the pitcher's home run hitting contest earlier today? I'll tell you that Josh Mazzola was the pitcher. He threw BP for the pitchers. They had a home run hitting contest. One guy won it with 2. There was 2 others that hit 1. The 0-1 swung on and fouled back, and that might get to my left in a sky suite, and it does. 0-2 to Nick Jackson. So there you go. 204-780-1290. Complete guess question. Jackson struck out his first trip. 3 hits now for Fargo. No score. We're in the 3rd. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And it's still 0-2 to Jackson. Okay, they've handed out a couple of awards here. And it's been Player of the Year for the Goldeyes selected by the fans and Player of the Year selected by the media. And that would be a media selection after every home game. You pick a player of the game, then you total all those up, and that's the media selection. 0-2. Swung on, chopper right side. And up with it is Ramon over to first base. There'll be 1 away. But Jackson does his job and gets Penn Praise over to 3rd. 1 down for C.J. Rutherford.
Next up, the second baseman, number 14.
And Rutherford drew a walk his first trip. The fan selection as most outstanding player, most valuable player, Player of the Year was Luis Allen. Can't go wrong there. Can't go wrong there. By the way, we have a winner on trivia. Our 8th call tonight. And the media selection was Josh Mazzola. And you can't go wrong there either. I had both guys down. It was 1A, 1-1A. First pitch to Rutherford, swung on and fouled back. And it's 0-1. I've made the argument for both of them on the air. I would probably swing a little bit more toward Mazzola because of the movement from a position in the outfield where he's played for years to a position he had never played even in Little League. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike, and yet the offensive numbers didn't suffer at all. By the way, Kevin Arnst, who is our box office manager, has declared that he's the hardest working staffer, as selected by Kevin Arnst. 1-1 is a bouncer. The dirty got away from Allen. Here comes the plate, the tag, and they got Penn Praise. Well, it slipped away from Allen. He went back toward the screen halfway, slid, and from his side threw home, and Russ was there to apply a tag on Zach Penn Praise, who gets called out at home. And it will be a 2-1 put out at home for the second out. And you don't see that executed very often where you record an out. And there's 2 away here. And Rutherford standing in for the right-hand side with a 2-1 count on him. It's a caught stealing for Penn Praise, only the 3rd time. The pitch is outside, 3-1. So again, fans' choice for most outstanding player, Player of the Year, Luis Allen. The media was Josh Mazzola. And now they've reversed the call and said he's safe. And they've taken the out off the board and put a run on the board. Pitch is lifted into center field and caught there by Tyler Graham. And so obviously our home plate umpire, Pat McLaughlin, changed his mind. He rung him up and then changed his mind if the ball came loose. As Penn Praise argued there, but Penn Praise will score a run. That will be on a wild pitch. And Rutherford will fly out to center field for the second out here. And the run scores on a wild pitch. And here's Tim Alberts in the first pitch on the outside edge for a strike. Well, they had the out on the board and no run, and then they argued that Rush dropped the ball. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tim Albert struck out his first trip. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Penpraise is safe, and the out is taken off the board, and the run is recorded, and this should be the 3rd out as Alberts pops up to center field. He'll make the catch, and we are done here in the top of the 3rd. Well, it's a run on a double as Penpraise led off with a double, and then he scores on a wild pitch. Nobody left here for Fargo. They lead at 1-0. We'll go to the bottom of 3 more thank yous on a town scoreboard coming up next as well on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your manly pickup truck. We've had some fun times, you and me, huh? Hauling things, carrying things, trucking things. Okay, so they're the same thing, but that's what I'm here for. Am I right, my brother? Hoorah! Anyway, no big deal. But if you have a sec, I could really use a little me time with Mr. Lube. It's like a day spa. Kind of spa where you bench press things, manly things. Yeah.
Get top-to-bottom maintenance from Mr. Lube and take good care.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue.
Turkey? Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimum juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. And it's available at your neighborhood Safeway store. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmers cooperative. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit grannies.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products in our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
Bottom of inning number 3, Luis Allen, Phelan Lantini, Kevin Mosquite. 1-0 Fargo. And just in conferring with other people, it was hard to see, and apparently Matt Rush dropped the ball, and it might have been kicked out of his hand by Penpraise. We didn't see that. Blocked maybe by the umpire. First pitch is ripped to the gap in left center by Allen, and that is going to get past Jose Hernandez, and Luis will be in standing with a leadoff double. Just crushed to left center, and the Goldeyes have their first hit, and it's an extra base variety here in the bottom of this 3rd inning. And Phelan Lantini, the batter. And Lantini, 1 for 4 with an RBI in the series. Hitting .271, 7 homers and 44 driven in. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. We're told by the Laffertys that normally a catcher won't gear all the way down, just the chest protector. He'll leave the shin pads on. Obviously, Luis's son's shin pads right now after that double and leading off, and Lantini will float one down the right field line. Foul for strike 2. And right now, Lantini's job against Ethan Opsel is to get Allen over to third base, similar to what Fargo did and Nick Jackson with Zach Penpraise. Opsel comes set. 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Real quick on the thank yous. I continue here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. I want to thank the Goldeyes front office staff. Kendra, Bonnie, Angie, Kevin, who's staffer of the year, by the way, as selected by Kevin. 1-2 is outside, 2-2. Dan, Regan, Sean, Jamie, Scott Taylor, along with Fergie and his staff. We're not a huge staff. It's very much like a family atmosphere in a lot of respects. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Lentini down on strikes. Second strikeout for Ethan Opsal. And there's one away for Kevin Mesquite. Oh, and there's a little bit of sniping here and there. But sort of that's what families do, right? But everybody gets along very well. We're a tight-knit group. And the reason I wanted to bring up everybody in the front office staff is because of the dual component of my job, radio sales. I lean on people to help me out. Can you run this off for me? Can you print that off? I need a couple tickets. You know, that kind of stuff. Pitches outside. Ball one. Nobody ever says no. Now, part of that is I have struck the fear of God in them because I've intimidated them to the point where, you know, nobody wants to say no. 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. The other part is, and this is just a small majority of it, they actually like me. I work well with others. 2 balls and no strikes. 1-0 Fargo. Runner at second, 1 out. The pitch is swung on and fouled back by Mesquite. It's 2-1. So thanks again, Kendra, Bonnie, Angie, Kevin, Dan, Regan, Sean, Jamie, Scott Taylor, Fergie, and the staff. Appreciate the help, the support, and we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. I'm back. The 2-1 is outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Scores. Well, everything's final in the American Association. Laredo, Quebec were canceled. Laredo, by the way, on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. They lost last night, and as a result, they were out. They couldn't win that South Division. 3 balls and 1 strike. The pitch is swung on and popped up. And that's into shallow center field. Jackson coming in. He'll call off the middle infielders, and the center fielder will make the catch. And there's 2 away for Tyler Graham. A final in 12 today. How would you like to play the last 8? Game number 100 and play extra innings. Not 1, not 2, but 3. A final in 12. Sioux City beat St. Paul 4-3. El Paso beat Gary 4-1 today. And Wichita and Kansas City are just about done. Wichita leading 5-2 in the 8th. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. This is what is of interest. Grand Prairie won today, beating Lincoln 4-1. And they secured that South Division by 2 games on Amarillo, who lost today to Sioux Falls 4-3. Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. So really all Lincoln, or all Grand Prairie had to do was beat Lincoln today, which they did. And they are South Division winners. 2 balls and no strikes. CFL today, Calgary led by Edmonton 37-34. And apparently Edmonton scored 3 or 4 touchdowns in about 8 minutes or something like that to make it a game. Pitch is outside, 3-0. Number of finals in the big leagues today. In the American League, the Yankees beat the White Sox in New York 9-1. David Huff goes to 2-0. And the pitch is in there for a strike, 3-1. Paul Konerko had a home run for the White Sox to account for their lone run, his 10th of the year. Detroit shut out Boston 3-0 in Boston. Doug Fister 12-7. John Lackey 8-12 with the loss. Jose Veras his 21st save. 3-1. Swung on, ground ball out toward third. Knocked down by Jennings, picks it up. He'll have nowhere to go. By the time it came off his chest and kicked away from him, and he got in front of it to pick it up, he looked around. Allen was already basically standing at third, and you're not going to throw out Tyler Graham if you don't pick it up cleanly on the left side of the infield. And that will be an infield single for Tyler Graham, and there's runners on the corners, and here's Amos Ramon. And Amos is 0 for 1. And he is struck out here tonight. And the pitch is swung on and smoked to straightaway center, but it will be caught by Nick Jackson. Hard hit ball, but right at Jackson. The Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the third. No runs, 2 hits. They leave them stranded on the corners. We'll go to the fourth, 1-0 in favor of Fargo. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball, game number 100 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When Winnipeggers' stuff exceeds their space, why do so many rely on Storageville?
It's so convenient.
With 2 prime locations, 830 Waverly and 123 Reinders at State Pond Road.
Access to your locker is really easy.
It's totally secure.
Every unit is alarmed and video monitored every minute, every day.
My house should be so clean.
They even have a free cube van to stick your stuff in. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores. Learn more about their wow factors at storageville.ca.
Ah, nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, pass me a Pepsi.
How you doing?
Whoa. Did you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
How you doing?
That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer.
How you doing?
With the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
You're tired of waking up each day with the aches and pains of daily life. Looking for a proven solution to ease your suffering? Not another drug that temporarily masks the pain? You need to get on the road to recovery, and you need a treatment that will address the cause of your pain. Manitoba chiropractors are available without the wait, and your care is partially covered by Manitoba Health and most private insurance plans.
Manitoba Chiropractors. Making life better.
You're home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca. Now back to Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the fourth inning, 1-0 Fargo. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds. Eric Fritchie back in our studios in South Winnipeg at TSN 1290. CJ Radio Network being operated by Riley Lachuk. Brendan McGranahan is on site helping us out. Keith Brackhold to lead it off for Fargo. It's 1-0 for the RedHawks. Brackhold, Hernandez, and Sosnowski against Matt Rush, who struck out 5 tonight. We were checking scores from those matinees today in the big leagues. First pitch is low, ball 1. And Detroit beat Boston 3-0 today. Kansas City, I guess they kept their faint wild card hopes alive. They got by Seattle 3-1. Will Smith 2-1 with the victory. Felix Hernandez 12-9. The pitch is outside, 2-0. Took the loss, and Greg Holland, his 37th save. Boy, he's had a great year for Kansas City, is Greg Holland. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch to Brackhold. Swung on, and that is hit to center field. Drifting back and turning and facing us is Graham. He'll make the catch just before the lip of the track. And there's one away for Jose Hernandez. Minnesota beat Houston 10-6 today. Josh Renicky 3-1. Homers, Brian Dozier is 16th. Trevor Plouffe is 13th. And Chris Colabello is 6th. Baltimore, again, a much-needed win. They beat Cleveland 7-2. Bud Norris 10-10. They picked him up at the first trade deadline. First pitch is swung on and missed. As the rosters, by the way, got expanded yesterday in Major League Baseball. Justin Masterson took the loss, 14-10. Homers for Baltimore. Matt Wieters is 20th. Great year for that catcher. Nate McLouth is 10th. And the 0-1 here to Hernandez. Slider swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. And for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis is 17th, and Lonnie Chisenhall had his 9th. I'm pretty sure we'll have to look it up here, but Lonnie Chisenhall, I believe, had brain surgery a couple of years ago. It's a high draft pick of the Indians. 0-2 is outside. Got into their system, and I think he had to have surgery on his brain to remove something. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Oakland doubled up on Texas. That's a big win for Oakland to keep the Rangers close in that West. The pitch swung on and popped up right field. Coming over toward the line is Ramon and Lentini, and Lentini dropped the baseball. And Hernandez, I think the ball was attempted to be caught in foul territory, or actually in fair territory, and that's why it'll be a base hit, or at least it will be an error charged, and that's why it's not a foul ball. And Hernandez will actually get to first base. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter. They're going to score that a hit, but Lentini should have had that baseball. He was there, so was Ramon, and I don't know if they got their signals crossed there, and maybe Lentini took his eye off the ball for a second, thinking he was going to run into his second baseman. First pitch to Sosnowski is swung on and missed for strike 1. They've scored that a hit to Jose Hernandez, and it was attempted to be caught in fair ground. Another stride into foul territory. If it's dropped, it's just a strike. Dan Straley picked up the win for the A's today, 8-7. Derek Holland took the loss, 9-7 for Texas. And the pitch swung on and sent down the left field line in toward the corner. That is a foul ball. Long run for Skoma, didn't get there, but foul. And strike 2 on Sosnowski. And Grant Belfour had his 36th save. Texas got a home run from David Murphy, his 13th. Oakland had a pair, Coco Crisp, his 17th, and Jonas Cespedes, his 21st. Coming up at 8:05 tonight, Tampa is in Los Angeles to take on the Angels. Chris Archer, 8-5. Garrett Richards, 4-6. For the Halos. And the pitch is swung on and lifted out toward left field. Right there is Skoma. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And Todd Jennings, the batter.
Now the third baseman, number 31, Todd Jennings.
And they have actually taken that hit away, and they've charged an error. It'll be E9. And they've added that error on the board. And Todd Jennings, the batter. We're at the top of the 4th, 1-0 in favor of Fargo. Rush comes set, and the first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Finals in the National League. Atlanta thumped the New York Mets in Georgia today, 13-5. Paul Mulholland goes to 10-10. And Atlanta got a home run from Freddie Freeman, his 18th. 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cincinnati beat St. Louis 7-2. Matt Latos today, a 4-hitter complete game. And he went to 14-5. Adam Wainwright, 15-9 with the loss. Homers for Cincy in that win. Canadian Joey Votto, his 21st. And Shin-Shu Chu had his 19th. Pittsburgh kept pace. They beat Milwaukee 5-2. Charlie Morton, the win, 7-3. Tyler Thornburg, the loss, 1-1. And the pitch swung on, lifted out toward right field, in toward the corner, and making the catch is going to be Lentini, and that is it for Fargo in the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, and one error, along with him being left. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 Fargo on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Greenwood Inn and Suites. They come by their name honestly. Greenwood is one of the few Winnipeg Airport hotels awarded a 4-key eco rating. Their strong commitment to our environment extends to creating the most comfortable home away from home for their guests. Special group room rates, 8,000 square feet of meeting space, on-site pool, hot tub, steam room, restaurant, and lounge, plus complimentary airport shuttle service, parking, and more. Bring your special events home to the Greenwood Inn and Suites. GreenwoodWinnipeg.com.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
Leave the daily grind behind and treat yourself to what is by far Winnipeg's best happy hour. Monday through Friday from 3 until 5, the lounge at your favorite Pony Corral location has happy hour appetizers at half price. And on top of that, every Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, you can get 49-cent wings and ribbies. It's all part of Winnipeg's best and most delicious happy hour at your local Pony Corral lounge. Proud to be celebrating 25 years.
Bottom of the fourth inning, we welcome you back. 1-0 in favor of Fargo. And here are the Culligan in-game line scores for both teams. It is a run on 3 hits for Fargo. 0 and 2, along with the only error for Winnipeg. So 1 and 3 for Fargo, 0, 2, and 1 for Winnipeg. And the in-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water, locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg and surrounding area. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. Here's DeCaster. He lined softly out to first to end the first. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Neil Walker, by the way, hit a home run for Pittsburgh in that win, 5-2 today over Milwaukee for Walker, his 10th. 0-1. Breaking ball is in there for a strike, 0-2. Miami beat the Chicago Cubs 4-3. Henderson Alvarez, 3-3 with the win. Travis Wood, 8-11 with the loss. And Alvarez helped his own cause. He hit a home run, his first of the year for Miami. Pitches outside, 1-2. San Diego beat San Francisco 4-1 today. Ian Kennedy, 6-9. Barry Zito, 4-11 with the loss. The pitch swung on, hit out to right center field, but right there is Nick Jackson as he quickly got there and makes the catch for out number 1. And Ryan Scoma, the batter. Houston Street had the save for San Diego, his 26th. Nick Hundley, his 11th home run. The Dodgers kept their red-hot ways going. They beat Colorado 10-8 today. Clayton Kershaw, 14-8. Jeff Manship, 0-5. Kenley Jansen, his 25th save. Homers, one by each team. Andre Ethier, his 11th. And the pitch is outside to start off Scoma at ball 1. And Willen Rosario is 21st for Colorado. They're in the 6th in Philly. It's Washington 1, Philadelphia 1. The 1-0. Swung on and grounded back over the mound, back up the middle for a base hit. And Ryan Scoma has a 1-out single for his second hit in 10 trips in the series. Washington has a home run from Ryan Zimmerman, his 16th. Interleague today, Toronto beat Arizona 4-1. Asmiel Rogers, 4-7. Brandon McCarthy, 3-9. Casey Jensen, his 27th save. Guess who? Edwin Encarnacion, his 35th home run of the year. And that's our look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Here's Ray. 1-0 Fargo in the bottom of 4. First pitch is inside, ball 1. We continue our thank yous My thanks to Sam Cates. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Took a chance on me in December of 1994. 1-0. Swung on and lined out to left field. Running hard is going to be Hernandez. That's off the wall. They're going to hold up Skoma at third. And Ray has another knock down the wall double here at home. And there's Goldeyes at second and third. And one out. And the batter is Casey Arthur. Hits in now 9 of 10 for Ray Sadler. And he is 3 for 9 in the series, 12 for 25 in the homestand. He was today named the American Association Hitter of the Week. And you can see why. Clunk off the wall again on a line drive. Here's Arthur. First pitch is a breaking ball that's low, ball one. So my thanks to Sam Cates. Long time ago, he said, would you like a job with the Goldeyes? I said, sure. 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. And again, you know, Sam, and I think that Andrew has followed Sam's lead. Bring people in that know what they're doing. Let them do their jobs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is just outside. 2-1 to Casey Arthur, who's 0 for 1 tonight. And while Sam is also the mayor of the city, I'd also like to thank the mayor of the Goldeyes box office, Dennis McClain. So I want to recognize both mayors at the same time. The 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and popped up. Shallow right field, won't be deep enough to score Skoma. Underneath it is Rutherford. He makes the catch, and there'll be 2 away. If you have ever bought a ticket or a season ticket holder or a mini pack holder, you know Dennis McClain. Everybody knows Dennis McClain. There are people that buy tickets because of Dennis McClain. He is the mayor of the box office. So my thanks to Sam Cates, the owner of the Goldeyes, the mayor of Winnipeg, and Dennis McClain, who I've worked with since 1996, the mayor of Shaw Park's box office. Here's Luis Allen with 2 away, runners at second and third. First pitch is a little bit low. Louis had a double his first trip. And got left stranded. One ball, no strikes. And Allen, 2 for 4 in the series. The pitch from Opsel. Swung on, and that is sharply hit between short and third. Into left field, into score Skoma. They're going to wave in Sadler. No throw home. How about that? A sharp 2-run single for Al Kabong. His second hit of the night. And the Goldeyes lead it 2-1. A solid single for Louis Allen. Through the left side, and Winnipeg has scored twice in the bottom of the fourth. And Phelan Lantini will step up, and that was a little too out lightning. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Lantini is 0 for 1 here tonight. 4 for 23 in the homestand. And the 0-1 swung on, and that is fouled back. 0-2. We're at the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-1 Winnipeg in front. On a night, they tell us, when there's 7,954 in the ballpark. 79-54. The 0-2. Breaking ball is in the dirt. Got away from Orso. And up to second base easily on that wild pitch is Luis Allen. And it's 1-2 to Lentini. 7,954 in the ballpark. Best crowd of the year. A few years back, I think it was 04, 05-ish, there was over 8,000 in here for Fan Appreciation Night against Lincoln. Pitch is swung on and fouls the plate. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. That's a great crowd. Great crowd tonight. Almost 8,000. One and 2. See what it does to the average attendance here. They were telling me today that the 1-2 pitch is low and inside. That this is the best average attendance for the team since 2009. And that's with 3 rainouts. Two and 2 to Lentini. And Opsel comes set. 2-2. Swung on, line, right back up the middle for a base hit. They're going to wave in Allen. Up with the ball, Jackson. Here comes his throw. It's cut off of the mound. And Allen will score standing on the RBI single by Phelan Lentini. And it's 3-1 Winnipeg. And all 3 runs coming with 2 away. And Kevin Mesquite will be the batter. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Mesquite 0 for 1 tonight. And Mesquite flew out to center field, so he'll stride up, looking to keep it going. Kevin 2 for 7 in the series, 3 for 10 on the homestand. First pitch is outside, and it's ball 1. The Goldeyes will attract 276,359 as an overall attendance number to lead the American Association for the 3rd straight year. Pitch is swung on and lined over short into left field, and Lentini around second. Now he's going to get caught in a rundown and be thrown out. So Mesquite has a single, and Lentini thought about going first to third. He gets thrown out. It'll go 7, 6, and 4. And the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of inning number 4. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 left. On to the 5th. We'll talk more attendance when we come back as the Goldeyes lead it 4-1, actually 3-1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
The very best from Manitoba, it's Peak of the Market.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance. Putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
You like to shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
So do we. When it comes to windows, Best Windows and Doors doesn't go with just a single manufacturer. We shop around. Only the best quality, efficiency, and warranty will do. And only a few have it all. And that's all you'll find at Best Windows. So go ahead, shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
First pitch to final call. Catch every minute of Goldeyes action on TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the 5th inning, and the Goldeyes lead it 3-1. And top of the 5th inning for Fargo, Clint Orso, as the Goldeyes get a 3-run fourth. And now Orso, Penpraise, and Jackson 9-1-2 against Matt Rush, who is looking to win his 8th game of the year. Orso 0 for 1. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike one. Orso batting 176. And the pitch swung on and missed. Good slider there. And it's 0-2. So we told you 274, 285. That's the total attendance for the Goldeyes this regular season to lead the American Association again. 0-2 is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 274,000. 285. And that is with only 47 dates. 1-2. Swung on, fouled off the mask of Allen. You heard that. Goes back toward the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's an average attendance of 5,880. So if you took that 5,880, times it by the 3 games the Goldeyes lost. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Orso down on strikes. Strikeout number 6 for Matt Rush tonight, and we're here at the top of the 5th. You'd get 17.5. Add that to the 274. And the Goldeyes would be over 290,000 for the year, touching a 300,000 season. So I would say all in all, very good. And all in all, this team experienced great fan support. Here's Zach Penpraise. Double, a run scored, and a strikeout. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Goldeyes lead it 3-1. And it's 3 runs on 7 hits. They've made the lone error in the game. 1-3 for Fargo. The 1-0 is in there for a strike 1-1 on the Culligan in-game line score. Penpraise is 2 for 8 in the series. And has a run scored after he doubled down that third base line by diving DeCaster in the 3rd. 1-1. Swung on, and that is lined out to first, caught by Harther. 2 away. And the batter, Nick Jackson.
The center fielder, number 34, Nick Jackson.
And Jackson will step in from the left-hand side. He's 0 for 2 tonight. So great crowd here tonight. Excellent attendance all year with 3 rainouts. And Jackson is struck out and bounced out. First pitch. Swung on and fouled back for strike 1. And Jackson 1 for 10 in the series. 0 for his last 6. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and lined into the gap in right center. Over to pick it up is Lentini, and Jackson will have a 2-out single. Just got that by on the line drive through the infield past Amos.
Second baseman, number 14, C.J. Rutherford.
And C.J. Rutherford, the batter, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. And 1 for 8 in the series with a couple of strikeouts and a couple of walks. 3-1 Winnipeg in front, 2 away here in the 5th. Almost 8,000 here tonight on Fan Appreciation Night. The first 3,000 received the player card set. First pitch swung on and fouled off the mask of Allen again. Strike 1. And again, Luis Allen named the Fans Player of the Year Josh Mazzola, who is not playing tonight, named the Media Player of the Year. Strike one on Rutherford. And Rush will come set. The 0-1. Swung on and ripped to the gap in left center. That's going to get down. Nobody's going to grab that. It goes to the wall. Striding around second, heading for third, and now being told to go home is Jackson. He'll score to make it 3-2 on the double by Rutherford. And it comes with a little two-out lightning on the Fargo side now. And Tim Albert's the batter. And he's 0 for 2. So an RBI double by Rutherford, his 65th run batted into the year. Jackson scores. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Tim Albert's good breaking ball. Nothing and 1 to Tim Alberts. And the 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Albert struck out in the first and flew out to center field in the third. Potential tie run at second base, and C.J. Rutherford for Fargo. 3-2 Winnipeg in front. Rush comes set. The 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Albert's batting .294, 16 homers, 59 driven in. He's had a good year. Coming over from Amarillo to Fargo. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Right side of the infield. Ramon is there. He'll be called off, though, by Harther in behind the bag at first. And that's it for Fargo in the top of the 5th. They get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of 5. Winnipeg in front by 1. 3-2. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Buying or selling your home is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. Realtors know the market, understand the strategy, and will negotiate in your best interests. Plus, Goldeyes fans, pick up a copy of the Real Estate News and search for Goldie for your chance to win great prizes with our In the Hood promotion. Remember, the Real Estate News is available in print, online, or mobile. Either way, it's in your hands.
The Winnipeg Real Estate News.com.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Avalon. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It is 3-2 for Winnipeg. And Ethan Opsel will work into his fifth inning. He'll face the top of the order, Graham, Ramon, and DeCaster. And there will be, I think, somebody starting to get up in that Fargo bullpen. And we'll see what the Goldeyes can do if they can build on this one-run lead in the bottom of this fifth inning. And we continue our thank yous here in the bottom of 5. Tyler Graham, 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. First pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. And he extended a hitting streak to 7 straight with an infield single tonight. And the 0-1. Swung on, bounced left side, foul. Right by Rick Forney, coaching third. Josh Mazzola is coaching first base. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Graham down on strikes in that breaking ball. Strikeout number 3 here for Ethan Opsel. Well, my next thank yous go out to the radio stations, to TSN 1290. We have been on 1290 on the dial for this, the 9th straight season. And I've got to, as you would well imagine, know some people over there pretty good. So my thanks. First pitch to Ramon is in there for a strike. For carrying the games and providing the professionalism that you do, the 0-1 is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In making sure everything sounds good. And that's from, Chris Brook right down. Raccoon Carney, pitch is swung on, lifted out toward left field. Coming hard, Jose Hernandez, and he will make a basket catch toward the line. Nice running grab by Jose Hernandez. All the production people, the traffic people, the whole package over there in South Winnipeg. And to all the guys that have bored off games this year. Alex Albany, Eric Fritchie tonight, Trevor Stoico, Tim Debenham. We had the unnamed operator one night in Rockland as well, so he knows who I'm talking about thanks to him. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. I don't know if he wasn't supposed to be there or what was going on, but it was all sort of hush-hush. And you know me. You need a secret kept. I'm your guy. And the 0-1. Breaking ball bounced out towards short. Should end the inning. Zach Penpraise fields it, throws to first, and it does. We'll continue our thank yous when we come back. Goldeyes go 1-2-3. We'll go to the 6th. Winnipeg leads it by 1, 3-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Sabre Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Sabre Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Sabre Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
Ah, that hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robbins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robbins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robbins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robbins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
This is Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on your home of the Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca.
Well, we go to the top of the sixth inning, 3-2 Winnipeg. Matt Rush works into his sixth. Brackhold, Hernandez, and Buddy Sosnowski. And Brackhold, a base hit, and he flew out in the second and fourth, respectively. First pitch is outside, ball one. We're thanking our flagship radio station tonight, TSN 1290, and the principals at it, Chris Brook, Raccoon Carney, all of our board ops. Pitch is sent down the right field line and foul, 1-1. Eric Fritchie tonight, Trevor Stoico, Alex Albany, Tim Debenham, and all the other support staff, from production people that make the commercials, traffic people that slot the commercials. 1-1 is swung on and fisted off the handle. Foul it goes. Third base side. Also thanks to our radio partner in rural Manitoba, CJ Radio. CJ 107.5 in Gimli, CJ 97.1 in Neepawa, CJ 104.5 in Swan. And to Bill Gade, Riley Lachuk, Jordan Beatty-Bont. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and that is bounced out to first, and Arthur tried to lay it with a backhand and missed it. And Brackhold is aboard safely at first base with a single, his second hit of the night. Thanks to you guys and CJ Radio for picking up 30-plus games of the 100, Tuesdays, Sundays, and, of course, tonight, some special holiday Mondays. And sort of help building the brand outside of the capital region here and into, well, baseball places like Neepawa, Westman, into Swan, the Interlake. Hope you folks out there in surrounding areas have enjoyed it the last 2 years. And the first pitch is low. Taking off for second is Brackhold, as that ball got away from Luis Allen. He'll be there on a wild pitch. No throw. Head first slide, second wild pitch by Rush here tonight. So thanks to all of our stations and all of those that work hard to make sure we get on the air and that it's listenable. Here's Jose Hernandez with ball one on him, and Rush will come set. Nobody out here. 3-2 Winnipeg in the sixth, the 1-0. There's a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. And we look forward to many more years with everybody that we've been doing business with on the radio dial for the last several years. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jose Hernandez. He singled and reached on an air when a pop-up was dropped out in right field. 1-1 is just inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Jose Hernandez batting .263. 3-2 Winnipeg, but in a little bit of trouble here. Runner at second base, nobody out. Right-hander throwing to the bullpen for the RedHawks. And it's Chris Bodishbaugh. The 2-1. Swung on. That's lined to center field, and Graham will be there to make the catch. for out number 1. Back safely to second is Brackhold. Hard hit ball. We'll call it a liner to center. And here's Buddy Sosnowski.
Number 17, Buddy Sosnowski.
And Sosnowski is 0 for 2. A strikeout and a line out to left here tonight. 3-2 Winnipeg in front. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. 2 in 6 for Fargo on the Culligan in-game line score. And thanks to John Stewart and the folks at Culligan for their support this year coming on board. The Place Louis, they've been around since '96 doing the trivia contest question. Pitch is in there for a strike. Same with Home Run Sports. They've been around since '96 doing the home run inning. We've had a couple of sponsors that have been around for a long time on radio. Place Louis, Home Run Sports. The 0-1 is outside 1-1. You look at Winnipeg Insurance, over a decade of pregame show right at the ballpark. One ball, one strike. And Sosnowski struck out, lined out. He's 1 for 9 in the series. A left-handed stick. Rush comes set. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled back on that fastball. Into the screen, 1-2. Usually in this 6th inning, we look at Goldeyes this week for Boston Pizza. And you can come and try Boston Pizza's new Meteor fall off the bone ribs. Boston Pizza, if you ain't ribbon, you ain't living. But I don't know if people want to hear what Rick Forney has in store for the week, as he'll probably watch some cheerleading practice, a little bit of football practice back in Maryland. 1-2. Swung on and fouled back into the mitt. And Sosnowski back down on strikes for the second time tonight. Strikeout number 7 for Matt Rush, 2 away, as that gets into the mid of Luis Allen. Not sure people are interested in knowing that Cowie Downing is going and playing a couples golf thing with his girlfriend from Winnipeg this week. So thanks to Boston Pizza. And they've been around for a number of years doing Goldeyes this week. Here's Todd Jennings. 0 for 1. Actually 0 for 2. He's popped out and flown out. And the Goldeyes are looking to get out of this 6th inning after a leadoff single by Brackhold, and he got to second base on a wild pitch. And the pitch is inside, ball 1. Todd Jennings batting .218. No homers, 22 driven in. And Rush will come set. The 1-0. Swung on, bounced down the third base line, but foul, and he broke his back. Bucky Burgow coaching over at third base for Fargo. Cole Zimmerman is at first. And Cole Zimmerman and Casey Arthur having a pretty good chat over at first base. And Todd Jennings gets a new stick and will step back in from the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike on him. Jennings 0 for 7 in the series. Runner at second is Keith Brackhold. Winnipeg leads at 3-2, 2 away in the frame. The 1-1 is a fastball outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. And Rush comes set, the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back into the mid of Allen, 2-2. Fireworks to follow tonight. Last fireworks show of the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Todd Jennings. And Rush will come set. Now the pitch is just a little bit high, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jennings batting 8th in the order. Drove in a run last game yesterday afternoon with a sacrifice fly in a 4-2 win for Fargo. 3-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to Todd Jennings. Jennings steps back in from the right-hand side. Rush trying to put him away here. Nods in agreement with Luis Allen. Will come set. Check Brack. Hold at second. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Blew a fastball right by him. Strikeout number 8 for Matt Rush here tonight. And that's it for Fargo in the top of the 6th. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of 6. Winnipeg leads at 3-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walk through the door?
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what we do at Sonova Credit Union. Our DOG, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all our members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
He's not Director of Appointments, just greetings. But at Sonova, you don't need an appointment ever.
So I can just walk in and...
Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
Get ready, Winnipeg, for the sexiest, funniest, and most outrageous parody of the steamy international bestseller. 50 Shades, the musical, will premiere in Winnipeg September 5th to 7th. The Chicago Tribune says 50 Shades is impossible to resist.
50 Shades, the musical, at the Centennial Concert Hall for 4 shows only, September 5th to 7th. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
Go, fish, go!
Salisbury House is giving Goldeyes fans a Winnie dog during the Win a Winnie when the Goldeyes Win promotion. When the Goldeyes win at Shaw Park, bring your ticket down to any of the 7 Sal's Express locations and redeem it for a free Winnie dog with the purchase of an order of French fries all season long. You have 1 whole week to redeem your ticket, so don't snub the stub. When the Goldeyes win a home game, you win a Winnie.
Go, fish, go!
Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Skoma, Ray Sadler, and Casey Harther to face Chris Bodishbaugh, former Goldeye, former Sioux City Explorer. That's it for Ethan Opsel. 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. They're all earned for Opsel tonight. Pitcher of record on a losing side. A walk, 3 strikeouts, and a wild pitch. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Bodishbaugh will make his 2nd appearance of the series. Saw him on Saturday night. 6'3", 225 from Oakley, California. And he'll be 29 coming up in October. Skoma tonight, 1 for 2. The Goldeyes lead at 3-2. Glad to have you along right across the network tonight. Our final game, game number 100. And, of course, the Goldeyes not going to the playoffs. They were officially eliminated on Saturday night. And Bodishbaugh will come set. First pitch is in there for a strike. For Bodishbaugh, he makes his 39th appearance, his 7th as a RedHawk. He has a 3-1 record and a 3.66 ERA overall this year, but he has no record and a 12 ERA as a RedHawk. Pitches inside, 1-1. 13 saves, all of those came in Sioux City this year. 45 hits in 46 and 2/3 innings. 19 earned runs, 22 walks, 48 strikeouts, 5 homers in the opposition, batting .247 against him. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouled away. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Skoma bounced out to first base and then singled and scored in that 3-run fourth for Winnipeg. Goldeyes will get some people up in the bullpen. I was wondering, I didn't think they were going to extend Rush here tonight after he gets them through 6 with a quality start. Go to the bullpen and say thanks a lot. You know, Matt, great season, and enjoy Nicaragua this offseason again. We'll see you back here in May. Pete Gailey up and throwing in the bullpen for the Goldeyes. So, as I kind of thought, that is it for Matt Rush. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Skoma. The pitch swung on and fouled back to the screen. So Skoma, Sadler, and Harther. The lefty warming up in the bullpen. Matt Rush is probably done. Ethan Opsel is. Both teams likely to get into their bullpen, as Fargo is now with Bodishbaugh, and the Goldeyes when they start the top of the 7th in the field. Two balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. To his left is Rutherford, the second baseman, up with it and over to first. 1 down. We continue some thank yous to the guys in the press box. You know, Ron Arns, Jason Young, Steve Eitzen. All the guys that have been around here for 100 years as well. To Scott Unger, who is the Director of Communications for the Goldeyes. He and I have worked very closely together for the last 3+ years. And he does an excellent job. He took the media relations department to another 3 levels when he arrived here and gave it a real major league feel with notes, video, website, the whole deal. First pitch to Ray is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Sadler a double and a run scored tonight. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-1. And I'm sure that Scott will move along one day. And wherever he gets to, it will be a climb up, I'm sure, whether it's hockey or baseball. And they're going to get a good one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is outside, 2-1. To you, Mr. Brendan McGranahan, you should thank Unger because he convinced me to hire you. No, you came as advertised. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. It's been a lot of fun working with you, along with you, all 50+ games this summer at home. I know you've learned a lot. I know you've laughed a lot. And that's also important, and that's fun. The best thing is I never had to tell you to do something twice. So take that advice, carry it on wherever you go, and if you do, you'll never have to worry about a job. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and popped up. Fouled back as it gets back toward the screen, but it stays in fair territory. And Orso, the catcher, goes back to the screen and makes a real nice catch for the second out as Ray Sadler is retired in the bottom of the 6th inning. The other thing is your writing skills were excellent. Your nose for news was second to none. And what I really appreciated about you is your knowledge of the game of baseball. Here's Casey Arthur. So thank you. First pitch is high, ball 1. And Arthur 0 for 2 here tonight. Goldeyes have a lefty and maybe a righty starting to throw in that bullpen. Double barrel action. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, and that is hit high, pretty deep to right center. On the run, Nick Jackson still going back onto the track, and he'll haul it in up against the wall. Deep fly ball into Triple's alley there. Jackson makes the catch on it, running flat out, made the grab on the track, and then stopped up against the wall. And the Goldeyes are done in the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. Zeros across the board. We go to the 7th. Winnipeg leading by 1, 3-2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
You love your steak, but what else do you really know about it? If you believe the redder the meat, the fresher it is, or that shipping it from across the world is best, it's time for re-education. Learn what quality really means from your beef specialist, the Carver's Knife. All of their quality beef comes from local farmers, and it's properly aged to bring out the best flavor. Once you try a Carver's Knife steak, there's no going back. Know your meat and where it comes from. Get educated at the Carver's Knife, 1530 Regent Avenue West, and now open at 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
South Beach Casino and Resort is the place to stay. It's the place to play, and it's also the home of their famous buffet. Stop by Mango's Restaurant Thursday nights for everything under the sea at Manitoba's finest seafood feast. And Saturday nights savor every moment as you sink your teeth into delicious, melt-in-your-mouth prime rib. Enjoy the best of both buffets for just $19.95 per person. Stay, play, and buffet at South Beach Casino and Resort. Like it, love it. Find out more and book now. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Bon voyage, Winnipeg.
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.nb.ca.
Every pitch, every hit, every minute of the action. On your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Well, we go to the top of the 7th inning, and Matt Rush will come out for a 7th inning. Although there is double barrel action, or there was, down in that bullpen. It's Orso, Penpraise, and then Jackson. So 2 right-handed hitters and then a lefty. It's 3-2 Winnipeg. And Rush, who's been very good tonight, comes back out for a 7th inning. And Clint Orso tonight is 0 for 2. Struck out looking and swinging. Rush, by the way, has struck out 8. First pitch is in there for a strike. Matt already led the team in strikeouts with 102 coming in, so he's at 110. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tell you what, when you've got that above-average fastball, as Matt Rush does, you can just blow people away at this level. You know, there's guys at Double-A in the major leagues, of course, throwing 97, 98. Pitches swung on and missed, and how about that? That looked like me at Pitchers BP today. 9th strikeout for Rush today. And there's one down for Zach Penpraise, who's 1 for 3. Penpraise has a double and a run scored. Winnipeg leading here in the 7th, 3-2. And right after this pitch, we'll get to our 7th inning thank yous. First pitch is in there for a strike. Okay, to Rick Forney, Tom Bates, Jamie Vermillier, Dr. Zed, Shane Zadibiak, and Jamie Sampson, Josh Drews. All the guys that are sort of the on-field administration in a role or another. Bouncer up the third base line. It's a fair ball and a bunt single by Zach Penpraise. And that will be it for Matt Rush. This is the reason why Rick Forney wanted to bring Matt Rush out, so that he could walk off the field and let the fans pay him off. So he will do that. Plus, with Jackson stepping up, you're going to go to a left-hander, and Pete Gailey is going to face Nick Jackson. So we'll wait for the applause here as Rick takes the ball from Matt Rush's hand. The entire infield is in. And now let the applause begin for a fine effort here tonight by Matt Rush. He'll be applauded off the field. His night is done, his season is done, and he tips the cap appropriately to the fans in behind that third base dugout. And now, Pete Gailey's night begins in 60. One out, one on. And we'll go lefty-lefty when we come back. 3-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses. It's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never, ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Well, that's it for Matt Rush here tonight. Pete Gailey will come in to face a left-hander and Nick Jackson. And for Rush, pitcher of record on a winning side right now. He can win it. He cannot lose it. He could get a no decision, as he works 6 1/3, allows 7 hits, 2 runs both earned, responsible for 1 in a 3-2 Winnipeg lead, a walk, 9 strikeouts, and 2 wild pitches. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And thanks to Johnson Waste Management, they've been around sponsoring the pitching change for many, many years. And Pete Gailey will be the new Goldeyes pitcher. And Gailey, a left-hander out of Flagstaff, Arizona, 6'6" is Gailey. 240 pounds, 25 years old. And Nick Jackson is 1 for 3 tonight. And Gailey will make his 20th appearance. First pitch is in there for a strike. He's 4-8 with a 5.27 ERA. 120 innings. Actually, 120 hits in 95 2/3 innings. 56 earned runs. 44 walks. 49 strikeouts. Opposition batting .317 against him. And he's allowed 15 homers. Throw goes over to first base, and Penpraise gets back in time. Penpraise is 40 of 42 in the base pass this year. Jackson struck out in the first, bounced out in the third, singled and scored in the 5th. All of that was against Matt Rush. Another throw goes over to first, and Penpraise dives back in safely. 3-2 Winnipeg. Rush is done. He can win it. He can't lose it. He could get a no decision. 6 1/3. 7 hits, 2 runs, responsible for 1, a walk, 9 strikeouts, 2 wild pitches. 0-1 is down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. So I continue my thanks to Rick Forney, Tom Vaith, Jamie Vermillier, Jamie Sampson, Shane Zadibiak, Josh Drews. 4 months solid with the on-sort of field administration. And there are favors that are asked and returned, as you could probably well imagine. And a throw over to first base, and Penpraise back in time. You know, to Rick, for all the time that he gives us to interview him every single day. sometimes twice in the post-game show, pre-game show at home. 1-1, swung on and popped up. Left side of the infield. DeCaster coming in. Out in front of home plate is Allen. He'll be called off by the third baseman, DeCaster, coming in. And halfway between the mound and home plate, DeCaster makes the catch for out number 2. And here comes Rick Forney again. And he'll probably bring a right-hander in to face C.J. Rutherford. And Taylor Suet is the right-hander down there throwing. And that will be it for Pete Gailey. So we'll step aside for another 60. And Gailey has his night and season come to an end here. And he pitched very well for the Goldeyes this year. And that 4th and 5th starter role for the entire season. 2 away, runner at first base. We'll go righty-righty when we come back. Suet against Rutherford, 3-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
He's got separation, makes the catch to the 30. Now it's a foot race to the 20, to the 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
For hockey.
Now an opportunity for Andrew Ladd. Bufflin's going to join in. This is a full-fledged 2-on-1. Ladd, can he win it? No, Bufflin will! And the Jets win it!
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
Swung on, and that is blasted out to right field. On the run goes Gaston. He'll turn, look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye.
Sports, and more sports.
I take it that he is happily playing here.
They find a way to get it done for the good of the group.
Shall we just call this a mid-body injury?
Well, you're
17 seconds.
He got it in joules.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown! Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time.
He simplified the passing game.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
New pitcher for Winnipeg is Taylor Suet. Had a little feedback on the Most Outstanding Staffer Award here, going to Kevin Arnst, as selected by Kevin Arnst tonight. Oh, boy. Pete Gailey tonight, 1/3 of an inning, and he's perfect. Now Taylor Suet will come in to try to get C.J. Rutherford, excuse me. And for Taylor Suet, this will be interesting what the Goldeyes do with this guy, because, you know, he's pitched pretty good for Winnipeg in the, well, not quite handful of appearances, but as Rutherford steps in, he is 1 for 2 with a walk, stands in for the right-hand side. And Rutherford had an RBI double to make it 3-2. He did that in the 5th. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. So Gailey's done. Suet comes in. Pitching change for Johnson. Waste management 4520909. And for Taylor Suet, a side-arming right-hander. He'll make his 4th appearance with the Goldeyes. Pitch is swung on and fouled back right over my head. And on top of the roof. He'll make his 4th appearance as a Goldeye. No record, no ERA. As he has Rutherford, 0-2. 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, of course, allowed. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Opposition hitting 182 against him. His 40th appearance of the year. He was 4-1. With Gary, his ERA a little high, 4.77. 73 hits in 56 2/3 innings. 30 earned runs, 15 walks, 24 strikeouts. Pitches swung on and missed. And he makes short work of C.J. Rutherford, who strikes out on 3 pitches. And Suet has a strikeout here. And that is it for Fargo in the top of the 7th. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. After 6.5 at stretch time in my hometown, we invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and stretch them out on Fan Appreciation Night. 3-2 Winnipeg leads it. Bottom 7 is next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive pre-flex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfisherboats.com or give Girton Equipment a call at 1-800-619-0614. Kingfisher. Fish the good times.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
When it comes to pizza, it's all a popularity contest. That Santa Lucia pizza keeps winning. Talk about popular. Santa Lucia has been voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown magazine readers for 8 straight years and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for best pizza restaurant for 7 years. So, for dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, go with Winnipeg's most popular and best pizza. Santa Lucia Pizza.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
Now we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Luis Allen, Felon Lantini, Kevin Mosquite against Chris Bodishma. Winnipeg leads at 3-2. We are thanking the on-field administration, Rick Forney, Tom Baith, Jamie Vermillier, Rick for all his time. And I would say that over 17 years of Rick being involved in the organization myself, we've become very good friends. And as I said the other day on his show yesterday, that first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. He knows that, and as I do, there is a line there, and I have to do my job, and he needs to do his. And sometimes I need to ask him questions he doesn't want to answer and press him for information. And for the most part, I think there's mutual respect in each other's jobs. And the pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. And it gets done. Tom Baith, we talk to him every Sunday. It's a lot of fun. We talk some fishing. Tom's really come around in the player procurement end of things the last couple of years to help Rick build teams. Jamie Vermillier, in his first year here, was our post-game show guest on the road. Pitches swung on and missed, and it's 1-2 to Luis Allen. And I thought Jamie did a real good job coming up in the post-game show. And, you know, slightly favoring his pitchers on picking the player of the game. But most of the time was willing to give it up to a position player if it warranted it. Shane Zadibiak, Jamie Sampson have been around for a number of years. Jamie especially, going back to being a bat boy. The pitch is outside, 2-2. Josh Drews, 2 years, of course, bullpen catcher, local guy as well, involved with the U of W baseball program. Helped me drive every once in a while, 2-2. Swung on and popped up. Shallow right field. In behind first is Brackhold. He's called off by the second baseman along the line in Rutherford to make the catch, and Luis Allen is out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th. And Luis, that's the first time they've got him out. He was 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI and a run scored. Josh Drews helped me drive from Amarillo to Lincoln. That was a long ride, man. That was 11 hours. On the coming up toward the back end of that 17-day trip to start the year. First pitch to Lentini, and it's high, ball 1. And then there was another one. It might have been home from Gary on that Sunday, June 30th. And that's 15 hours from here. The 1-0 is low, but called a strike, 1-1. So thanks to the on-field guys. We'll get to the answer on trivia here in the bottom of the 7th as well. Lentini, an RBI single, a strikeout. Bodeshbaugh comes set in the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, bounced down the third base line, foul. Trivia brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. I wanted to know tonight which member of the Goldeyes pitching staff won the pitcher's home run hitting contest earlier today. Instead of batting practice, they had that. Josh Pistola was the batting practice pitcher. 1-2 is outside. Nice block by Orso. Well, congratulations to Nathan Weeb of Altona. He knew the answer was Pete Gailey. Yes, Pete Gailey won the pitcher's home run hitting contest today with a couple of big blasts. When you're 6'6", 250 pounds, you get that bat head out on it, she's going to fly. 2-2 is just outside. 3-2. Pete hit a couple of monster shots. He's a left-hander all the way around. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. He pulled a couple to right. And then there was Brendan Lafferty and Jason Jarvis also hit one each. Pretty impressive. 3-2. Swung on, ground ball right side, rolled right up to Rutherford, second baseman over to first, 2 away. And Kevin Mesquite the batter. So congratulations to Nathan Weeb of Altona. Picks up a Goldeyes travel mug. Is also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. The answer was Pete Gailey. And thanks for playing along all season, everybody. We open it up this year to just, other than just American Association or Goldeyes questions, most of the time we stuck to the league or the Goldeyes, but we had others relating to baseball. And the first pitch to Mesquite is low and inside, ball 1. And Mesquite flew out to center field and had a single, but then Lentini was thrown out at second base, rounding second, thinking about third, then putting on the brakes, and once he stopped, he was a dead duck. Pitch is swung on and fouled at home plate. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of 7. Winnipeg leads at 3-2. It's kind of cooled down here a little bit tonight. It'll get nice the rest of the week, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is high, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hope everybody's had a great Labor Day long weekend in the United States, here in Manitoba. It's been safe. Great way to end the summer. Kids go back to school here on Wednesday in Manitoba. The pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Mesquite batting .243. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a called third strike, and Kevin didn't like the call. And we'll talk, I guess, politely with Pat McLaughlin and now walk away. So Bodeshbaugh picks up a strikeout, his first of the night, and the Goldeyes are done in the 7th, 1-2-3. We go to the 8th. 3-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. If you want to mow faster and ride smoother, you need a Ferris zero-turn mower. Only Ferris mowers have a patented independent suspension technology that smooths out uneven turf. You'll be able to mow faster and longer with less fatigue. Whether you're a professional cutter or you just want to mow like one, Ferris mowers get more done in less time. So visit your Ferris dealer today and test drive the most comfortable riding zero-turn in the industry.
For a Ferris dealer near you, contact Getman's Limited in Winnipeg.
What's the right number of servings of veggies a day?
10,000.
So you don't know.
Oh, but I do know. Thousands of delicious Taco Time veggie burritos, bursting with refritos, Mexican rice, fresh lettuce, cheddar cheese, sour cream, and zesty salsa fresca are served every day.
Okay, that does sound delicious, but it doesn't answer my question.
What question?
Why the are already just standing there talking instead of making me one?
Good question.
Taco time. It's veggie burrito time.
This is about your debt rescue. It's about climbing free of creditors and saving for the future. It's about someone reaching out to you, helping you regain your financial foothold with credit proposals and other options. And it's about changing the way you save and spend so your debt worries are far behind you. It's about your debt rescue with LC Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward at lctaylor.com.
Every pitch, every hit, every minute of the action on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Top of the 8th inning. Tim Alberts to lead it off. 3-2 Winnipeg in front here in the last game of the regular season. And Taylor Suet is going to work into his second inning. He'll face Alberts, Brackhold, and Hernandez. And there is a left-hander down in the bullpen in Gabe Aguilar, who might face Brackhold. First pitch in there for a strike. You got to think that Suet will face Alberts, and then Brackhold, a left-handed batter, will face the left-handed throwing Gabe Aguilar. The 0-1 is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Alberts tonight is 0 for 3. Suet struck out C.J. Rutherford for the final out in the 7th for Fargo. Winnipeg leads at 3-2. All 3 runs coming in the 4th. Pitch is half a swing. He went around, and it's 1-2. Fargo getting singletons in the 3rd and 5th. Thank yous here in the 8th inning. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside, 2-2. Thank you here in the 8th inning is to the players and to their families. Like many, many years here at Camp Goldeye, this has been a great group of guys. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Albert's down on strikes. Here comes Rick Forney. That'll be it for Suet. And Gabe Aguilar is probably going to enter the game. I would say this. 99.9% of the time, when I ask for a player's time, the answer is yes. And I know their families are obviously interested in whether it's son, brother, husband, dad, nephew, whatever it is. I've heard from a lot of families this year, and they're as much into this as the player is, and invested emotionally as the player is. And while these guys don't make a lot of money, they sure provide a lot of entertainment. And it's been a lot of fun to work with all of them. And I think this was a great group of not only good guys, but also they were a good team. And they were a good team together. And that's important as well. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. Back in 60 on the call in the bullpen. Winnipeg leading 3-2. 1 out here. And Gabe Aguilar's night will begin after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses. It's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290.
TSN1290.ca.
Keith Brackhold will face Gabe Aguilar. 3-2 Winnipeg. First pitch is a breaking ball that drops in there for a strike. Brackhold jumped out of the way of it backward, thinking he was going to get hit. He's 2 for 3 tonight, but Gabe Aguilar, who's been a Bulldog all season for Winnipeg, and the pride of El Paso, Texas. And left-hander will come in, and he'll be the fourth pitcher of the night. Breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Taylor Suet, 2/3 of an inning. He was perfect with a couple of strikeouts. And this pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. For Aguilar, he'll make his 24th appearance of the year. 1-0 with a 5.09 ERA. Pitch, breaking ball, just missed outside, 1-2. 59 hits in 40 2/3, 23 earned runs, 9 walks, 22 strikeouts, and a .337 batting average. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Oh, baby. Now the Goldeyes have racked up the strikeouts here tonight. They have struck out 12 RedHawks, and here's Jose Hernandez, who's going to face Aguilar. So again here in the 8th inning, and Rick Forney is going to come out again. And people are a little perturbed, I guess. I heard, "Are you kidding me?" Kauhi Downing's going to come into the baseball game as they're matching up. Righty-righty, lefty-lefty. It's a little like Army baseball. Left, right, left, right. Back in 60 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
He's got separation, makes the catch to the 30. Now it's a foot race to the 20, to the 10, and he is in for the touchdown.
For hockey.
Now an opportunity for Andrew Ladd. Bufflin's going to join in. This is a full-fledged 2-on-1. Ladd, can he win it? No, Bufflin will! And the Jets win it!
This is your home for complete sports coverage.
Swung on, and that is blasted out to right field. On the run goes Gaston. He'll turn, look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye.
Sports, and more sports.
I take it that he is happily playing here.
They find a way to get it done for the good of the group.
Shall we just call this a mid-body injury?
Well, you referred to it as he got it in jewels.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown! Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time.
He simplified the passing game.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, some are maybe wondering why Rick Forney is making all these pitching changes. I mean, partly to match up. He's got a 3-2 lead. The other part of it is, for everybody that's had an opportunity to be part of this thing for quite a while, you get to come off the field and be applauded by the fans and tip your cap. And that's a really good feeling going home. And that's a class act by Rick Forney here tonight. I know it extends the game a little bit, but at the same time, the players certainly appreciate it. And the fans seem to be appreciating the fact that they get to say thank you and maybe goodbye to the players, at least the pitching staff under the bullpen as the night goes along. Kauhi Downing will be the 5th pitcher of the night for Winnipeg. And he'll come in to face Jose Hernandez. We're in the 8th inning. Winnipeg leads at 3-2. Aguilar, 1/3 of an inning. He got a strikeout there of Brackhold. And this pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And for Kauhi, he makes his 42nd appearance of the year. He's 4-4 with a .320 ERA. 36 hits in 45 innings. He's had a great year. 16 earned runs, 23 walks, 33 strikeouts, 4 homers, the opposition batting .224 against him. And boy, he was talking about his cut fastball the other day, and we'll see if he throws that. It had 90-mile-an-hour velo to it the other day, and it had the break of a slider. And that's why I asked him about it. I said, when did your slider hit 90? He said, it wasn't my slider, it's my cut fastball. And we'll see if he throws it here to Hernandez. First pitch is just outside, ball 1. So again, thanks to the players, to their families, whatever extension that might be. Like I said, mom, dad, brother, sister, wife, child. The pitch is swung on, bounced out towards short, but back up the middle it goes. And to the left, as Jose Hernandez rounds first base up with the ball and to fire it back in is the outfield, of course. And he just went to the left. It was scorched, actually. Went to the left of Mosquito. So there's a base hit, and here's Buddy Sosnowski, a left-handed batter. And we'll see how many guys are coming back. But I know that a lot of them would like to, and the team would like to bring a lot of them back as well. And Sosnowski steps in from the left-hand side. First pitch is high, ball one. You know, it's kind of funny, too, that every year I know what to expect because, especially this year was a little bit different. There was only a handful of guys that, and, you know, you can throw Lentini in there because he'd been here. This was his third stint as a Goldeyes, so he was 6, I guess, that knew me. And none of the other guys did. And they're a little guarded with you the first few weeks. Then they see you on the road. Then they see you talking to the guys that you know from last year's team. And then they see that, you know, that you've earned their respect. Pitches swung on, I would hope, and missed, and it's 1-2. And then a little bit by little bit, you get their respect, and pretty soon they just treat you like one of the guys. Of course, there are lines there as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buddy Sosnowski is 0 for 3 tonight. Downing comes set. The 1-2 pitch is just outside with a fastball. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Brendan Lafferty throwing to the bullpen down that left field line.
Last call.
And Downing will come set. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit down the first base line, but foul by a diving Harther. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's funny, too, because you're around the players every day. And at the end of 4 months, you know a guy pretty good. Doesn't take 4 years. It takes 4 months. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Buddy Sosnowski, who struck out twice and lined out once. We're at the top of the 8th inning. Two and 2. We had an email tonight that Rick Forney wants to take over the American Association lead for pitching visits from Steve Montgomery here tonight with all these pitching visits and pitching changes. Pitches swung on and fouled away by Sosnowski, 2-2. I've always maintained that Steve Montgomery from the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks has led the league. It's an uncounted stat, but unofficially, I'll tell you that I think that Steve leads the league in pitching visits. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sosnowski. 3-2 Winnipeg in the 8th, the pitch. Swung on, chopper out toward first. It's going to be picked up by Harther. He bobbled the ball, and Sosnowski gets by him. That was a tough play because you're coming in to get the ball. The pitcher's got to get by you. The runner's going by you, and you're sort of sandwiched in between. And that'll be a base hit for Buddy Sosnowski. So 2 on for Todd Jennings now. And Downing will face the catcher with 2 away in the 8th inning. And Jennings 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 8 in the series, will step up and in. And the pitch is high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And Downing comes set. And the pitch swung on, and there's the 3rd one off the mask of Luis Allen tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think I told you earlier that Luis has gone through a couple of masks already, where the mask, the actual metal part to the ceramic or plastic, whatever you want to call it, has broken off of the plastic part of the mask, the metal part has come off. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. That's a nasty slider right there. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes to Todd Jennings. 3-2, Winnipeg in front. Fargo's out hitting the Goldeyes 9-7. And there's 2 on with 2 away, and Downing looking to put away the catcher. Here we go. 1-2. A little bit high, 2-2. Downing was walking off the mound thinking he had a called third strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Almost 8,000 here tonight. There we go. Downing comes set. 2-2. Swung on and lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Around third and coming in to score is Hernandez. Throw goes to third. It's cut off by DeCaster. And we are tied at 3. An RBI single by Todd Jennings. And there'll be runners on the corners here for Clint Orso. And Rick Forney will come out and bring Brendan Lafferty in. And that'll be it for Cohee Downing, who will say something to Pat McLaughlin on the way off the field, but obviously not enough where he doesn't get ejected from the game. Probably should have been a called third strike that the Goldeyes never got, but it's the way she goes here tonight. We're tied at 3. Another pitching change coming up here in the 8th on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
It's not so much if the team loses. It's about the effort. If the effort's not there, then they boo.
More NHL.
Why is this only a topic of discussion when a guy gets knocked out?
More Major League Baseball.
They're not going to get that ring with those bats unless they get another arm.
And more Bombers.
We have a big city stadium, and with big city stadium comes big city problems.
Sports, and more sports.
There is no way in hell you can play every second night and be out of shape.
Play with tremendous effort, relentlessness, play with class. You know, never ever give up.
This is a young, growing team. They're learning how to win.
We're about all sports, all the time.
They're comfortable with each other, know where the other guy is going to be, and know how the other guy is going to react.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, Brendan Lafferty will be the 6th pitcher of the night here tonight in a 3-3 tie. And that's it for Cohee Downing. 3 batters, 3 hits, a run, responsible for 2. No walks, no strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 452-0909. And Lafferty is going to face Clint Orso in the top of this 8th inning. And Orso tonight is 0 for 3. He has struck out 3 times. One more time, and we size him up for a new cap. As Lafferty will get loose, and Brendan Lafferty here tonight will come in and make another appearance, his 53rd, to tie Joe Harris of Fargo for the league lead. Now Lafferty's already established a new Goldeyes single season high, surpassing Brian Boyning from 2008. And here's Clint Orso. First pitch. Swung on, ground ball out towards short. Up with it, Mesquite. And he will underhand it to Ramon. And that is it for Fargo in the top of 8. They get a run on 3 hits, and they'll leave a pair. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 3 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles reward miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles reward miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
Do you know where all your food comes from? Eating local is easy. At the Carver's Knife, all of the meat they sell comes from local Manitoba meat producers. Tender, aged beef, quality pork, and chicken. The Carver's Knife offers the finest meat products Manitoba has to offer. Because quality matters. It has to be the Carver's Knife. Supporting local farmers. 1530 Regent Avenue West and 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports, because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Top of the order. Graham, Ramon, and DeCaster. Due up here. Against Chris Bodeshbaugh, who works into his 3rd inning, and he has been perfect. It's been 6 up, 6 down for Bodeshbaugh. We're tied at 3. Fargo out-hitting Winnipeg, 10-7. And the Goldeyes have made the lone error tonight. And here's Tyler Graham, 1 for 2 with a walk. And Graham looking to get on here. First pitch. Breaking ball on the inside edge for a strike. Winnipeg looking maybe for something exciting here in the 8th or 9th. That'd be a great way to finish this whole thing. Bodeshbaugh to his belt, the 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Graham walked in the 1st, had an infield single in the 3rd, and struck out the 5th. You know, if I'm Tyler here, that infield is back. Drop a bunt. Drag something. Push it right by the mound and get on. 1-1. Oh, there we go, out toward 3rd, and it's going to be barehanded there, and a throw to 1st is dropped by Brackhold. Well, the bunt was good. Jennings came in, who's a catcher, from 3rd, barehanded it. He threw to 1st. Stretching was Brackhold, and Brackhold had to go in and out of the glove on 1 hop. And Graham will have a bunt single to get it started here. And the Goldeyes have their 7th hit. Actually, 8th hit tonight. Against Fargo pitching. And the batter is Amos Ramon. And Bodeshbaugh comes set. And a step off. You know Graham, here's the other part of this whole thing. He's going to try to turn this into a double with his wheels here. Right? And Ramon 0 for 3. This is the point of the game here where a guy like Amos or a guy like Tyler has forgotten it's the last game and it means nothing. First pitch is inside, or actually outside, ball 1. This is the part of the game where you're thinking, boy, if I can get him to 2nd, if I can go hit and run and get him to 3rd, we get a run here. We're trying to take the lead. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but this is the portion of the game where guys have forgotten that the game doesn't mean anything to the standings. You're tied at 3. You got 7,000, almost 8,000 people here that are ready to explode if you score a run. The 1-0 swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Good slider there by Bodeshbaugh. the bottom of 8. Leadoff man is aboard. One ball, one strike. And Bodishbaugh will come set. And a throw over to first, and diving back in is Graham. Tyler tonight was caught stealing on a strike him out, throw him out double play that Amos was involved in back in the first. And Bodishbaugh comes set. 1-1, runner on the move, pitches outside, throw down to second is not in time this time. 31st stolen base of the season for Graham. That leaves the team, and the Goldeyes have the potential go-ahead run in scoring position in the count 2-1 on Ramon. Two balls and one strike to famous Amos. And Bodishbaugh comes set. The 2-1. Swung on, line right back up the middle for a base hit. They're going to wave in Graham. Up with the ball, Jackson. Here comes the throw. It's up the first base line. Graham will score standing. Ramon goes to second. And Winnipeg has taken a 4-3 lead. Baby! And Amos with his 52nd run batted into the year. Get yourself on, get yourself over, and have somebody get you in. And Winnipeg leads it 4-3. And Shrundle to Castor, the batter. And DeCaster 0 for 3 here tonight. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. On the throw home that was up the first base line, Amos smartly took second base. And the Goldeyes have Chris Kissick throwing in the bullpen down the left field line. And there should be only he. Pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. And Keating. But I don't see Patrick Keating down there in the bullpen. He's actually upstanding as protection. Pitch is outside, 1-2 for bullpen catcher Josh Drews. Oh, and Mark Hardy's available down there too. 1 ball, 2 strikes to DeCaster. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He went around, says home plate umpire Pat McLaughlin. And that's a strikeout here for Bodishbaugh. There's one down in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 in and 1 on for Ryan Skoma.
Number 32, Ryan Skoma.
And Skoma will step in from the left-hand side. I wonder if Rick will be able to get in the lefty. It'll be righty, lefty, righty, I'm sure. That'll be Penpraise, the righty. Jackson, maybe for Hardy, then Rutherford for Keating. And here comes Steve Montgomery out to make a little pitching visit here. As Ryan Skoma will be the batter. Let's not forget about Sal's Win a Winning Dog when the Goldeyes win following any home game this season. Fans, you can take your game ticket to any of the Sal's Express locations to receive a free Winnie with the purchase of fries to be redeemed within 7 days of the game. Courtesy of Salisbury House, offer not valid at Shaw Park. 1 offer per ticket per person per visit. Speaking of visits, this visit will come to an end as Steve Montgomery chased off the mound by home plate umpire Pat McLaughlin. And Ryan Skoma will step up and in. tonight is 1 for 3, hitting .343. He'll win the batting title on the team this year. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Goldeyes lead at 4-3. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error on the Culligan in-game line score. 3-10 for Fargo. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, lifted out toward right field, but right there is Sosnowski. A couple of steps to his right or left. He'll make the catch, and then a pretty good throw to third base. And there'll be 2 away as Amos holds at second base, and here comes Ray Ray. And Sadler, 1 for 3 tonight, of course a double. He's had, I believe, I'll just go back and check here. He's had 9 extra base hits on this 7-game homestand, including tonight's double. First pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. He has forced the Goldeyes into probably replacing some of the plywood signs out there in left center, because he has literally been knocking the baseball off the walls here for a week. 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. If you go to the fence line, and it would normally have a nice little curvature to it, it looks like a fence line here in Winnipeg that wasn't properly footed. You know, in a couple of years, the ground shifted and sort of one pole's one way, the other's the other way. The wood is splitting. Pitch outside, 3 balls and no strikes. See if Ray gets the green light here. 2 away, runner at second. Bodeshbaugh will come set. The 3-0 is low, ball 4. He does not. Or at least he didn't choose to swing. And he'll take the walk. First walk issued by Bodeshbaugh. And here's Casey Arthur, who flew out to right center. And Nick Jackson made a great running grab on the last time that Casey was up in the 6th. And Arthur's 0 for 3 tonight. And he'll stand in from the right side. And Bodeshbaugh will come set. First pitch. Swung on and fouled back toward the screen. I think it's going to get over the screen and get in to the production moat there. And into the seats it goes to a fan from one of the stoppers here, and Jamie Sparks. So strike 1. Right-hander up in the bullpen now for Fargo. And it's Derek Miramontes. Kissick is still throwing to the bullpen for Winnipeg. And the 0-1 is down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1. Clint Orso goes out to talk with Chris Bodeshbaugh, who's trying to eat up 3 innings here for the RedHawks, who are busing home after the game. They will have tomorrow off. And then they'll probably arrive for some extra work and get into batting practice in preparation for Wednesday night's game. I would say most guys would be at the ballpark by noon or 1 on Wednesday as they take on Gary in that first-round playoff series. The 1-1 is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Casey Arthur. Goldeyes lead it 4-3 here. And this one tonight is 7 minutes shy of 3 hours old. The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. 2 on, 2 out, 1 in. Ramon at second. Sadler is at first. And Arthur 0 for 3 tonight. 7 for 17 on the homestand. And Bodishbaugh will come set. And the pitch. Swung on, lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Taken on a hop by Jackson. Here comes Ramon. He'll score as the throws cut off of the mound. And a great at bat by Casey Arthur. It's an RBI single for Casey at the bat. And it's 5-3 Winnipeg. Oh, yeah. And Luis Allen will be the 7th man to hit of the inning. Stopping at second base is Sadler, by the way, and Al Cabong tonight, 2 for 3. Now the Goldeyes have equaled Fargo with 10 hits tonight, leaded by 2 at 5-3.
Come on, Meat! Throw the heat!
Now the first pitch is swung on and lined down the left field line. That is trouble. It's going to get to the wall. Here comes Sadler. He's going to score. Arthur being told to stop at third. RBI double for Luis Allen. And the Goldeyes have extended the lead. It's 6-3. And Phelan Lantini, the batter. And he'll be the 8th man to hit in the inning. And for El Cabong tonight, he's 3 for 4. A couple of doubles and 3 RBI. And Lantini 1 for 3 tonight. 6-3 Winnipeg, bottom of 8. The pitch swung on and fouled back. And on a play for strike 1. Lantini hitting .271. 7 homers, 45 driven in. Luis Allen now has 54 RBI in the season. 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they're leaving Bodishbaugh out there to try to finish this off in this 8th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 is high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chris Bodishbaugh was a big part of the Goldeyes championship team last year when he came over from Sioux City. They brought Chris Allen in, and he started closing games, and then they got Bodishbaugh for that purpose, but then they got Boyning full-time. Pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, 2-2. So it kind of set up where Allen and Bodishbaugh were set-up guys, and Brian Boyning ended up being the closer. And I don't think there was anybody better. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Phelan Lantini. 3 in the inning. 2 on and 2 out. 2-2. Swung on, fell back to the screen, or over it actually, and into the seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. To Lantini, 1 for 3 tonight. Goldeyes lead at 6-3. We're in the bottom of 8. And Bodeshbaugh will come set. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side. Good at bat here by Lentini. And Derek Miramontes is throwing the bullpen again. That sidearm over the top guy. What do you mean, Edmonds? What are you talking about? Well, he throws some pitches sidearm and some over the top. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Lentini down on strikes. And that is it for Winnipeg here. Third strikeout for Bodeshbaugh. But 8 men step to the plate. 3 cross it on 4 hits. No errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the 9th. Last chance coming up for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. The Goldeyes lead it 6-3. Fargo needs 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead in the top of the 9th inning. And our final thank you is coming up as well. 6-3 Winnipeg. Upon our return, make sure you do on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
It's furniture that has a story to tell. Discover the unrivaled character and craftsmanship only Manitoba Made can offer with Prairie Barnwood. Prairie Barnwood specializes in handcrafted furniture and decor made from dismantled barns from across the Canadian prairies. From mantels to countertops, furniture, even custom pieces, it's all made in Manitoba. See these one-of-a-kind works of art for yourself. Learn more about Manitoba Reclaimed Barnwood furniture today at prairiebarnwood.com.
And the hits just keep on coming on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Well, the Goldeyes will go to the 9th inning with the lead. And it will be Chris Kissick that will try to close this down, at least to start. You don't know what Rick Forney is thinking here. It's 6-3 Winnipeg. We go to the 9th inning. And Zach Penpraise, Nick Jackson, C.J. Rutherford due up here. Chris Kissick will be the 7th pitcher of the night. This is kind of like preseason baseball here. And that's it for Lafferty. 1/3 of an inning. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Penpraise, 2 for 4 tonight. And the fans trying to help along here. Pitch is down and away, 1-1. 6-3 Winnipeg. Kissick comes in. And for Chris, he will make his 50th appearance of the year. Pitch is swung on and missed, and a change of pace, and it's 1-2. 50 appearances now, so he and Lafferty both get over 50. For Downing, he got over 40. Kissick 2-4 with a 2.41 ERA. 1-2. The pitch is inside, 2-2. So Penpraise, Jackson, and Rutherford. My final thank you before we run out of time, and it's certainly not last or least. I saved it for last because it's probably the most important. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zach Penpraise. And Kissick comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Penfrey's down on strikes. And Nick Jackson due up, one down. Goldeyes tonight have struck out 13 RedHawks. My final thank you is to you, the fans. Thank you very much. I have said this, and I mean this sincerely. Best baseball fans in Canada, hands down. The support of the team over the last 20 years. And the first pitch is a little bit low to Jackson, ball one. Absolutely astounding. You show up when it's cold, you show up when it's raining, you show up when it's hot and humid. The 1-0 swung on and sent down the left field line in toward the corner, and a fair ball. Jackson will speed for second. Here comes the throw, and it won't be in time. Jackson will have a double down that left field line. And the batter is C.J. Rutherford. 11 hits now for Fargo to tie Winnipeg in the hit department. 6-3, Winnipeg in front. Rutherford 1 for 3 tonight with a walk. And there are some changes for the Goldeyes defensively, by the way. Jordan Gaddis in left, and Josh Mazzola has gone out into right field. So Mazzola will appear in all 100 games for the Goldeyes this year. Good for him. We know he's had a bit of a shoulder problem. Skoma's out, Lentini's out. First pitch to Rutherford, swung on and missed for strike one. So there's your defensive changes. And actually Harther's out. Skoma goes in from left to play first base. And the pitch is low, 1-1. So thanks to the fans, you know, from the cookies to the emails to just generally having a chat at the ballpark, and certainly to all those fans that travel. Fish Army was well represented again this summer. 1-1 is low, 2-1. I could pretty much say in every ballpark that the Goldeyes traveled in this year, there was members of Fish Army. If you're a Goldeye fan and you travel to watch the Goldeyes play, automatically a member of Fish Army. 2-1 from Kissick to Rutherford. The pitch swung on, it's hit to center. Coming in is Graham. He'll take that on a hop. And all of a sudden, Fargo has 2 on, and they'll bring Tim Alberts to the plate. And Rick Forney will call for time. Nobody else loosening the bullpen. This will be a visit. So as I've said before, and I'll say it for the last time that we're on the air here this year, thanks to the fans. Without you, we have nothing. And so concludes our thank yous here from 2013. So thanks, everybody. And the mound meeting, the visit, was short. And Tim Alberts, the batter. And Tim Alberts 0 for 4 tonight. And the first pitch in there for a strike. (6-3) Winnipeg. Double play in order here. The 0-1. Swung on, ground ball down the third base line. Fair ball. And it gets in toward the corner. In to score is Jackson. Racing for second is Alberts. And it's going to be 6-4 for Winnipeg with 2 on. And Keith Brackhold stepping up. RBI double here. And runners at second and third, and now a base hit probably ties this thing. And Keith Brockhold steps in from the left-hand side. 2 for 4 tonight. And Kissick will come set. First pitch is outside, ball 1. (6-4) Winnipeg in front. We're in the 9th inning, but Winnipeg in a little bit of trouble here. Runners at second and third. 1 out. The 1-0 is half a swing. And the pitch missed low. Didn't go around. 2-0. And nobody else loosening to the bullpen. And Kissick looking in to get the sign from Luis Allen. And he'll come set. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Left side and out of play. 2-1. Oh, I forgot Goldie and Goldette. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch is outside, 3-1. I'll see the two of them at Bridge Club next Thursday, so. First base is open, but I don't think the Goldeyes want to get in a situation here facing Jose Hernandez with the go-ahead run at first base. 3-1 to Brockhold. Three balls and one strike. And the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. Brockhold will go for a little walk. 6-4 Winnipeg, but Fargo with runners at second and third. And only one out. Brockhold stands back in from the left-hand side, waggling the bat. Kissick comes set, and the 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missed outside, ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Jose Hernandez. And he is 2 for 4 tonight with a run scored. And Hernandez will step in from the right-hand side. And Hernandez has had a pretty good series. He's 4 for 11. Goldeyes looking for something on the ground here. Maybe turn 2. They'll play back for 2. First pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side and out of play. And it's strike 1. And that walk is only the second the Goldeyes have issued here tonight. 0-1 to Hernandez. And the 0-1. Half a swing, low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've had a tweet tonight that says the MVP of the game, the player of the game, is the bullpen catcher, Josh Drews. I would agree with that. He's caught everybody down there. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hernandez. A Red Hawk at every base. Rutherford at third, Alberts at second, Brockhold at first. 1-1 is way outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. Now the Goldeyes got to throw a strike here. Kissick tonight is the 7th pitcher to be used. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, wrapped out towards short. Fielded there by Mesquite. He throws to get a force of Alberts at third. A run will score, but the Goldeyes make a real nice play just to get it out. And it's Kevin Mesquite's athletic ability at short there. So a fielder's choice and an RBI for Jose Hernandez. It's a 1-run baseball game. Alberts gets thrown out. 6-5. And there'll be 2 away with runners at first and second. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter. And he is 1 for 4 tonight. And Fargo down to their final out at 6-5 Winnipeg. And Sosnowski batting .247. First pitch swung on and fouled back. And that will get into the seats. Sosnowski is 2 for 11 in the series. He had an infield single tonight. And a bunt single yesterday afternoon. Goldeyes are 1 out away from winning the series. 1 out away from winning their 56th game. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. 1 out away from going 2-10 against the RedHawks this year. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brackhold at second, Hernandez at first, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. And Fargo is down to their final strike here tonight. And you can probably get on your feet, folks, and bring this home. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to Sosnowski. The pitch. Breaking ball is outside. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kissick will come set. The pitch. Breaking ball called. Third strike on the outside corner. Fish win. Fish win. Fish win tonight. And they close out the regular season with their 56th victory in game number 100 and beat the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks 2-3 this Labor Day long weekend. Good way to end it for a team not going to the postseason. And for Fargo, 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave a pair in the top of the 9th inning. The final score, Winnipeg 6, Fargo 5. Totals of the postgame show for the final time in 2013 are up next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
It's Ken with a solution for loneliness out here in the field. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio in the cab. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you in touch with the family and help if you ever need it. Tough, long-range, economical, and very sociable. Say more with 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
Vicente, what's the right number of servings of veggies a day?
10,000.
So you don't know.
Oh, but I do know. Thousands of delicious Taco Time veggie burritos, bursting with refritos, Mexican rice, fresh lettuce, cheddar cheese, sour cream, and zesty salsa fresca are served every day.
Okay, that does sound delicious, but it doesn't answer my question.
What question?
Why the are you just standing there talking instead of making me one?
Good question.
Taco time. It's veggie burrito time.
The entertainment is live, and it's always free. On Friday and Saturday, South Beach Casino and Resort is the place to be. It all goes down at the Blue Dolphin Lounge, where you can sample their all-new expanded menu. Try the beer and steer special, and tap your toes and swing your hips to all your favorites from country to rock. Stay and play at South Beach Casino and Resort. Like it, love it. Book now and check out their full entertainment lineup. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
No interest, no payments, no taxes. Biggest discounts ever. Free this, free that. No freight, no purchase necessary. Drive for free.
Overwhelmed with all the empty promises? At Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, there are no gimmicks, just great deals on new and pre-owned vehicles. They're a family-run dealership that treats everybody like part of the family. Drop in and see for yourself where the true value lies. Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, just a slap shot north of Winnipeg in sunny Selkirk, Manitoba. Or visit them at selkirkchrysler.com.
And Bodeshbog comes set. The 2-1. Swung on, line right back up the middle for a base hit. They're going to wave in Graham. Up with the ball, Jackson. Here comes the throw. It's up the first base line. Graham will score standing. Ramon goes to second. And Winnipeg has taken a 4-3 lead. Baby! Get yourself on, get yourself over, and have somebody get you in. And Winnipeg leads it 4-3. And Sherundle to Castor, the batter. 6-5 the final score for Winnipeg here as they finish out the year at 56-44. Fargo-Moorhead is dropped to 62-37. And we go downstairs to talk to Rick Forney here as our postgame show brought to you by PlayNow.com. Get $10 free for your first sports bet. Details at PlayNow.com. I know you got to get moving just real quick. Congratulations on the victory.
Thanks.
It was awesome here tonight.
Yeah.
And the one thing I want to ask you, Rick, is I thought you showed a lot of class by letting your bullpen walk off the field to be able to be acknowledged by the fans. Because in a lot of respects, they're kind of the unsung heroes of a baseball team, the bullpen, right?
They are. Sometimes they get overlooked or easily overlooked, or sometimes get too much blame when things don't go right. But you know what? I really wanted to get everybody in the game tonight. I'm glad everybody got in there, got a chance to contribute. And most importantly, I'm glad we finished on a good note and built a little winning streak heading for next year.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, why not?
I think there's some anticipation for next year, as I've been talking to you about for the last 2 days for sure. And, you know, obviously, this was a lot of fun tonight. And the way you did it, the way you came, you know, not from behind necessarily, but they were scrapping along, and you guys had to kind of hold them off, and then they tied you up, and then you end up taking the lead and rolling to a victory tonight.
Yeah, just an exciting ball game, fun to be a part of. And they really played well tonight. They played a really good baseball game, and it's only fitting that we'd come back at home late to win a baseball game. We've done that so many times, and you know, credit the fans. They keep the juices flowing for us and keep us in the game for 27 outs here at home. And just glad we finished on a good note.
Okay, hey, listen, thanks very much, Rick. I know you'll say thanks. You've got a duty to do, I think, with the microphone there, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so thanks a lot, Rick. Travel safe. We'll talk to you probably in January, all right?
Brother. Thanks, man.
All right. Rick Forney, field manager of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, joining us from downstairs as he has to address the almost 8,000 fans here tonight on Fan Appreciation Night. Let's give you the final lines here. For Winnipeg, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 left. Fargo, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and 11 left. Brendan Lafferty goes to 5-2 with the win. Chris Bodeshbog drops to 3-2 with the loss. Chris Kissick picks up the save his third. Luis Allen had the game-winning RBI. That came in the 8th inning. 3 hours and 15 minutes of baseball tonight. 7,954 were here to see it. We'll take a break, come back. When we do return, hopefully an opportunity to talk with, one of our players of the game for sure. Here tonight, we'll do that after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Hey, it's me, the guy on the radio. And I'm here to tell you about Manitoba Lottery's online gaming site, PlayNow.com. It's safe, secure, and legal. With online casino games, poker, sports betting, and so much more. There are over 100 games including tournament play, and they're loaded with awesome promotions. If you register now, using PlayNow Casino as your promo code, you get $50 free to play online. So visit PlayNow.com and register now. Some conditions apply. Remember, keep it a game.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Avalon. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
Summer is the season for long road trips with the family.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time for you to talk to Cal. No matter if your visit is for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Make sure your vehicle is ready for the high temperatures and heavy use that summer driving brings. Talk to Cal at any one of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
It's 4:30 a.m. The city is fast asleep, except for a few early risers, working behind the scenes, getting things ready for the day, picking up what's left behind. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Now the pitch. Swung on, lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Taken on a hop by Jackson. Here comes Ramon. He'll score as the throw's cut off the mound. And a great at bat by Casey Arthur. It's an RBI single for Casey at the bat. And it's 5-3 Winnipeg. Oh, yeah. Now the first pitch is swung on and lined down the left field line. That is trouble. It's going to get to the wall. Here comes Sadler. He's going to score. Arthur being told to stop at third. RBI double for Luis Allen. And the Goldeyes have extended the lead. It's 6-3. And it would end 6-5 here tonight as Winnipeg wins their 56th game. They have the 4th best record in the league. 13 teams. They're top 4. And they didn't make the playoffs. We welcome you back to the postgame show brought to you by PlayNow.com. Get $10 free for your first sports bet. Details at PlayNow.com. And Rick Forney would like to see the top 4 teams, regardless of divisions, top 4 teams make the playoffs. But if you're going to have divisions, you have to have a division winner and be rewarded with a division win and a playoff spot. If you eliminate the divisions, then you can go to just lumping everybody into a 12 or 13 team division and take the top 4, and I don't know if that's going to happen next year or not, but certainly a little quirk in the way it worked out this year as the Goldeyes have the 4th best record, but will be just on the outside looking in, finishing 2.5 games back of Gary in the wild card race. As Ryan Skoma said, they could have used another 10 games and maybe a series with Gary. That certainly would have determined it for sure one way or another, but for the Goldeyes, the doubt was the fact that they ended up losing what was 9 straight games at one point to Fargo, and not having a very good record, 2-10 against the RedHawks, and then being 1-6 against the Gary Social Railcats. 6-5 they win tonight, though, and finish it off in nice style, as almost 8,000 people were here tonight. Let's pick a player of the game, brought to you by Saper Agencies. Let Saper Agencies and Intact Insurance be your top player for home and business insurance. Saper Agencies, your best policies, our experience. Tonight's player of the game, Luis Allen tonight. He had 3 hits, 3 RBI, and you just heard that highlight. He capped off the scoring, driving in the game-winning run. He'll receive $25 in gift certificates to the Clay Oven Restaurant, the Clay Oven with a new location at Shaw Park, also serving Hakka menu, Indian, Chinese, fusion food. So our player of the game, Luis Allen, Al Capone, brought to you by Saper Agencies. Let Saper Agencies and Intact Insurance be your top player for home and business insurance. Saper Agencies, your best policy is our experience. Final time out here tonight for the final time here in 2013. When we come back, a Best Windows Best Play, we will set it for, I guess, next May. Wrap it from tonight. 6-5 the final for Winnipeg. Back to say good night and good season right after these of the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers are back in action.
And as official sponsors, Don's Photo and Canon are sending you to the sidelines as the team's official fan photographer. Capture the blue and gold from the field using the latest equipment provided by Canon, like the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Its easy-to-use functions, stunning image quality, and DSLR features make the Canon Rebel T5i the best camera on the field. Get in on the action with your Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the all-new Canon Rebel T5i. Enter in-store at any Manitoba Don's Photo location to win. Visit BlueBombers.com for details.
Team's playing great.
Yeah, we're up by 2.
Big deal. I've got a 7,000-point lead.
What?
You haven't heard? I've had a fantastic season at Husky Stations this year. It's free to join, and it's easy. All you have to do is swipe, earn, and redeem to get great My Husky rewards like free gas and car washes.
My Husky Rewards. Visit your local Husky to get a card and start earning today. For more information, visit myhuskyrewards.ca.
I've still got a 6,999-point lead on them.
Right now, you don't care that money problems can happen to anyone. You don't want to hear people telling you they understand what you're going through. You don't want words. You want a way forward, out of your debt, so your creditors stop calling. LC Taylor is your debt rescue, helping you build a plan to climb back onto solid financial ground. You can do it. You just need a helping hand. So take ours. LC Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward at lctaylor.com.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
Kissick will come set. The pitch. Breaking ball. Called third strike on the outside corner. Fish win. Fish win. Fish win tonight. And they close out the regular season with their 56th victory in game number 100 and beat the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks 2-3 this Labor Day long weekend. Good way to end it for a team not going to the postseason. And that's our Best Windows, Best Play for the final time here this year. Brought to you by Best Windows and Doors for your window and door renovation needs. Call Best Windows at 775-1400 for a free estimate today. We also specialize in Sunspace sunrooms and Weathermaster windows. Best Windows and Doors. We're called Best for a reason. Check out our webpage at www.bestwd.ca. So there you have it. Goldeyes win it here tonight. Our final segment of the postgame show for PlayNow.com. As the Goldeyes win at 6-5 here tonight, they improve to 56-44. Win this series against Fargo, so that'll be good for next year. And Fargo will drop to 62-37. They will host the Gary Social Railcats in the first-round playoff matchup starting on Wednesday night, while at the same time Wichita will travel to Grand Prairie and the suburbs of Dallas-Fort Worth for the other American Association semifinal. Okay, well, we'll tell you that we'll give you the final lines for a final time here tonight, because the next time we'll talk to you will be in May, likely with the preseason. And Winnipeg, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 5 left here. Fargo, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and 11 left. Brendan Lafferty, 5-2 with the win. Chris Bodishbaugh, the loss, 3-2. Chris Kissick, the save, his third. Luis Allen had his game-winning RBI come off his bat in the 8th inning. 3 hours, 15 minutes to play. 7,954. We're here to see it tonight. Well, that concludes the post-game show for tonight. Stay tuned here on TSN 1290 for more great sports talk coming up next, and CJ Radio for more great music. On behalf of the production crew at TSN 1290 and CJ Radio, Rick Forney, spotter Brendan McGranahan, statistician Scott Unger, and our producers and operators back in our studios, Eric Fritchie and Riley Lachuk. This is Paul Edmond saying good night, everybody. Reminding you that if you enjoy these broadcasts, you can do your part by supporting the advertisers that support the Goldeyes. Final score once again, Winnipeg 6, Fargo 5. On behalf of the Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball Club, I would like to sincerely thank all the fans and corporate sponsors that have supported the club this season, and for many before and many more in the future. Without you, there is no Winnipeg Goldeyes. Also, thanks to the Goldeyes front office, the on-field administration, to the players. Best of luck to all of you this offseason. Once again, good night from downtown. Thanks for listening, folks, and we'll talk to you in May.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
No interest, no payments, no taxes. Biggest discounts ever. Free this, free that. No freight, no purchase necessary. Drive for free.
Overwhelmed with all the empty promises? At Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, there are no gimmicks, just great deals on new and pre-owned vehicles. They're a family-run dealership that treats everybody like part of the family. Drop in and see for yourself where the true value lies. Andy Rewicki's Selkirk Chrysler Dodge Jeep, just a slap shot north of Winnipeg in sunny Selkirk, Manitoba. Or visit them at selkirkchrysler.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. The Snapper rear-engine riding mower is now over 50 years old. And to celebrate, Snapper is introducing all new models for 2013. That's right! The legendary Snapper rear-engine rider has been reinvented, designed with today's consumer in mind. The new Snapper rear-engine riders are now even easier to use, more comfortable to ride, and perform better than ever.
For a Snapper dealer near you to see the exciting new Snapper rear-engine riding mower, contact Yetmans Limited in Winnipeg.
When it comes to pizza, it's all a popularity contest. That Santa Lucia pizza keeps winning. Talk about popular. Santa Lucia has been voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown magazine readers for 8 straight years and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for best pizza restaurant for 7 years. So, for dine-in, takeout, or home delivery, go with Winnipeg's most popular and best pizza. Santa Lucia Pizza.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
That was Goldeyes Baseball, live on the radio home of the Goldeyes, TSN 1290. We now join the following program in progress. TSN 1290, CFRW Winnipeg.
Good save, Pavlik, rebound.
Your official home of the Winnipeg Jets, a division of Bell Media.
From San Francisco, this is the Jim Rome Show with guest host Damon Bruce on CBS Sports Radio.
What a pleasure it is to be in for Jim again. How you doing? Happy Labor Day to you and yours. I know you've been working your tail off. Hopefully the only work you have to do is over a barbecue today with your feet up on a cooler and enjoying all the fruits of your laboriousness. How you doing? Damon Bruce from San Francisco. It is always a pleasure to be in. I'll tell you what, Jim needs a day off. He's one of the hardest working men in show business. The CBS Sports Radio, CBS Sports Network, TV, Showtime show. He definitely deserves a day of respite. Jim will be back tomorrow. We've got you until then. The number, of course, is 855-212-4CBS, and so much to talk about. You talk about days to come in and fill in on a national radio show, not just a national radio show, the national radio show. How about the weekend the nation is reminded how much it loves college football? Johnny Football headline, the opening weekend of college football. There is absolutely nothing subtle about Jonathan Manziel. We learned that last season. We were reminded of it almost daily during the entire offseason. And his swagger is on full display in the second half of that A&M Rice game over the weekend. You know, the only problem that I have with the guy is that it's pretty reasonable to believe that he did sign autographs for cash. That's officially a no-no. You can't do it. Whether or not you should be able to do it, and if the NCAA is getting completely over on kids, that's another subject entirely. Rules are in place. I believe he broke a rule. I believe he got away with it. But the NCAA says he didn't do anything wrong. We did our investigation. No money changed it. So why was he suspended at all in the first place? If he's exonerated, why even suspend him for a half? It seems like the reasons why I like Johnny Manziel are the reasons why most are bothered by him. I like brash. I like confidence that borders on cocky, as long as we're talking about sports. Now, the celebration, the taunting, we'll get to all of that in a little bit. But let me tell you, as the world is getting ready to make this guy public enemy number one, he's one of the best watches in sports. Would you be satisfied? Would you be happier if he weren't playing? No way. He's the most interesting player in college football, and it's not because of the hype. It's not because of, we've been told time and time again, pay attention, he's important, pay attention, he's important, the way we were with Tim Tebow's NFL career. Pay attention, it's important, pay attention, it's important. Anybody else feel like I don't want to name names here, but anybody else feel like we're owed an apology from a certain four-lettered sports network about Tim Tebow? In my life, there has never been less of a story and more disproportionate coverage with what really happened than what has happened with that guy. We had a great weekend of sports, just a great weekend in San Francisco. I live in one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and when the city is at its best is when it's at its emptiest. Totally empty this weekend in San Francisco. The Bay Bridge, the busiest bridge in North America. I think it carries more cars across it than any other span in North America. The Bay Bridge has been closed this weekend, so a new span of the Bay Bridge can be opened. Now, I'm not telling you this because I'm worried about your traffic patterns, or I don't think you're necessarily worried about Bay Area traffic patterns. But when you close a major Bay Bridge, the city empties out. Plus, it's the weekend of Burning Man. Yes, I do live in one of the few cities in America that populace, it actually fluxes during Burning Man weekend, which draws almost 100,000 people out.